It brings memories. It awakens memories. And it will make memories. Memories that will write the story of Big Booty Land. So Los Angeles, let's write our story.
Guess who's back?
Crush a bit, little bit, roll it up, take a hit, feeling lit, feeling right, 2 a.m. summer night, I don't care, hand on the wheel, driving drunk, I'm doing my thing, rolling the mid beside and now, living my life, getting out drunk. A piece of your heart, a piece of your love, I'm pulling you up to get down, down, down. The way that we touch is never enough, turning you up to get down, down, down. I'm screaming out, fuck that. Put your hands up, put your hands up. Let's give it up.
Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. I say this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me.
And when the night falls, the loneliness calls. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel like it with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me.
Last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all. You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met. But baby, baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. No way it was our last night. No way it was our last
I
night.
wanna feel like this with
No
somebody.
way it was the last night. No way it was our last night.
That motherfucker back there is not real. With somebody who loves me. So I'll put my faith in something unknown. I'm living on but I'm tired of hope with nothing to hold. I'm living on
Yeah, bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I think it's on dead. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I think it's on dead.
And it's hard to love, and it's hard to love. You're giving me such
Anything and everything you have to do. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I think it's on dead. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I think it's on dead.
Take it up. Slow, steady, undress, impress. Take it up. Slow, steady, undress, success.
You got a fast car, and I wanna take it to anywhere. Maybe we can make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove. I ain't proud of all the punches that I've thrown. In the name of
someone I no longer know. For the shame of being young, drunk and alone. Traffic lights and the transmit radio. So I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast, it felt like I was drunk. Got tired for you. Had a feeling that I belong. Got tired for you.
Can't you tell that I want you? I say it. I would want myself. Let me please don't leave me. I'll put you through hell. Just know me, yeah. So sure of yourself. Baby, don't get greedy. That shit won't end well. And what else?
I can't explain. I got a feeling that I can't erase. Just a feeling that I won't leave behind, because it's something that it's on my mind. I guess it goes like na 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 na.
I call this cappuccino.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 days a week. Every hour, every minute, every second, night after night. I'll be fucking you for 7 days.
Yeah, man, I need ways. Tell me it's not the all day. Someday. Yeah, it hurts to stay, but I want you to stay. Sometimes.
I don't fuck with you. You little stupid ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you. You little dumb ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you. I got a million straight things I'd rather fucking do than to be fucking with you. Little stupid ass, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't give a fuck about you or anything that you do. Don't give a fuck about you or anything that you do, bitch. I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't give a fuck about you or anything that you do. Don't give a fuck about you, bitch. I don't fuck with you.
Sunday, bloody Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday. You're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. Still the one. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Still the one I kiss goodnight.
Attention Walmart, this is Gail Lewis signing out.
I'm slipping into the lava, and I'm trying to keep from going under. Baby, hold on to push it harder, 'cause I
Yeah, about to catch another fight. Yeah, the apple bottom make 'em wanna bite. I just wanna have a good night. I just wanna have a good night. Hold up, if you don't know, now you know. If you broke, then you gotta let him go. You could have anybody, any money, more. Cause when you were boss, you could do what you want.
Well, I was sitting, waiting, wishing you believed in superstitions. Then maybe you'd see the signs. But Lord knows that this world is cruel, and I ain't the Lord. No, I'm just a fool, and I'm loving somebody don't make me love you.
Yeah, cause girls is players too. Yeah, cause girls is players too.
Must I always be waiting, waiting on you?
Yeah, cause girls is players too.
This sex so good, I shouldn't have to fuck for free. I go on and on, can't understand how I last so long. I must have the superpowers, last 223,000 hours. And it's cause I'm off of CC, and I'm off the Hennessy. And like your boy from Compton said, you know this dick ain't free. I got girls that I should've made pay for it. Got girls that I should've made wait for it. I got girls that I cancel a flight back home. Stay another day for it. You got attitude on nah, on agua, stomach on flat, on what's that?
When she was just a girl, she expected the world, but it flew away from her reach, so she ran away in her sleep.
Young girl, no one let back calling me splurge. Why me jump right off the curb? Bet this man fly like a bird. Spin on the first and the third. Solid, I'm keeping my word. Can't be my equal, I don't know what you heard. Crack up the foreign, I swear. Keep me a stupid, they purge. Pour me another drink, 'cause I don't wanna feel a thing no more, hell no. I just wanna sip till the pain wears off. Don't wanna think about her, or wear a ring without her. Don't wanna hit the karaoke bar, can't sing without her. So make them drink strong, 'cause brother, she's gone. And if I'm ever gonna move on, I'ma need some whiskey glasses, 'cause I don't wanna see the truth. She's probably making out on the couch right now with someone new. Yeah, I'ma need some whiskey glasses if I'm gonna make it through. I'ma be single, I'ma need a double shot of that heartbreak. she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Less than one minute. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up, and they stay there. Cold shoulder goes in time.
Agreement.
You stay till the sun rose. Strange words come on out of a grown man's mouth when his mind's broke.
And it's happened once again. I'll turn to a friend, someone that understands, sees through the master plan. But everybody's gone, and I've been here for too long to face this on my own. Well, I guess this is growing up.
Pictures in passing time, you only smile like that when you drink.
Well, I guess this is growing up.
I wish I didn't, but I do.
Well, I guess this is growing up.
I'm here without you, baby. Just still on my lonely mind. I think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time.
Don't you open up that window. Don't you let out that antidote. Popping pills is all we know. Inhales is all we know.
Cause karma is my boyfriend. Karma is a god. Karma is the breeze in my hair on the weekend. Karma's a relaxing thought. Aren't you envious that for you it's not? Sweet like honey. Karma is a cat. Purring in my lap cause it loves me. Flexing like a goddamn acrobat. Me and karma vibe like that.
Don't go through the front door.
Cause karma is my boyfriend.
It's low key at the night show.
Cause karma is my boyfriend.
So don't you open up that window.
Cause karma is my boyfriend.
Don't you let out that antidote.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. I got the rap patrol on the cat patrol. Foes that want to make sure my cash is closed. Rap critics to save money, cash holes. I'm from the hood, stupid, what type of facts are those? If you grew up with holes in your zap for toes, you celebrate the minute you was having dope. I'm like, fuck critics, you can kiss my whole asshole. If you don't like the lyrics, you can press fast forward. Got beef with radio, if I don't play they show. They don't play my hits, well, I don't give a shit. So, rap nags try to use my black ass. So advertise to give them more cash for ads, fuckers. I don't know what you take me as, or understand the intelligence that Jay-Z has. I'm from rap, the richest niggas, I ain't dumb. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me.
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? If heaven is anywhere, it's in a blue Tacoma, California. White magnolia in your hair, praise the gold shining on you. Ooh, if heaven is anywhere, it's never running
time we touch, I get this feeling. And every time we kiss, I swear I'll be fly. Can't you feel my heartbeat fast? I want this to last. Need you by my side. 'Cause every time we touch, I feel the static. And every time we kiss, I reach for the sky. Can't you hear my heartbeat so I can't let you go. Want you in my life.
I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. 'Cause I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me.
Could you whisper in my ear the things you wanna feel? I'll give you anything to feel it coming. Do you wake up alone? I wonder where you are. I live with all your thoughts. I wanna wake up where you are. I won't say anything at all. So I don't.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28 telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby.
Can I take that now?
It feels like I can see the sands on the horizon every time you are not around. Slowly drifting away. Wave after wave, wave after wave. Slowly drifting.
Even though we're going through it and it makes you feel alone, just know that I would die for you. Baby, I would die for you. Yeah.
If only I could stop the sunrise, we could lay here all night. If only I could learn to freeze time and hold you forever. If only I had one more day, I love you 25/8. If only I could stop the sunrise, we could lay here all night. If only I could learn to freeze time and hold you forever.
Baby, I would die for you. Baby, I would die for you.
Yeah. If only I.
Positive.
I gotta learn how to love without you. I gotta carry my cross without you. Talking everything that I'm just about to. Figured it out without you. And I'm done sitting down without you. Fuck, I'm going out without you. I'm gonna tear this city down without you. I'm going body and cry without you. Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby.
If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far.
Don't worry, baby.
Just call my name. I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry.
Ooh, this shit be hitting different.
I'm a fucking walking paradox. No, I'm not a species with a fucking triceratops. Reptar, rapping as I'm mocking death rock stars. Wearing synthetic wigs made of anwars, dreadlocks, bedrock, harder than a motherfucking Flintstone. Making crack rocks out of pussy nigga.
Till she give it up, and I say the same thing every single time.
Well, I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna own me, 2 that wanna stone me, 1 so she's a friend of mine.
I say you the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the best I ever had, best I ever had, best I ever had, best I ever had.
Take it easy, take it
Lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on, I said my niggas don't dance, we just pull up our pants and do the rock away. Come on, now lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on, lean back.
Escape me. Escape me. Bottles under tires. But if I escape me, what if I escape me?
Spots up right over the trees. Outside at a party, smoking in car. You, Seven Nation Army, fighting at the bar. You say that I'm sorry, tell me what I gotta do. 'Cause I can't go. It's chemical. I can't go. It's chemical.
Still waiting, waiting on the world to change. Keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. One day our generation is gonna rule the population. We keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change.
Watch me dance, dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but you won't see it on my face. Watch me dance, dance the night away. I'll still keep the party running. I want
Phase.
I want to love you, pretty young thing. You need some loving, then a love and care, and I'll take it there, girl. Every romance shakes and it bends, don't give a damn. When the night's here, I don't do tears, baby, no chance. I want to love you, pretty young thing. You need some loving.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test.
Even when the sky comes falling, even when the sun don't shine, I got faith in you and I. Put your pretty little hand in it. Even when it's down to the wire, baby. Even when it's do or die, we can do it, baby, simple and plain. This love is a sure thing.
And it's new, the shape of your body, it's blue. The feeling I got it, it's summer. It's cool, that's what I tell 'em, no rules. And break 'em on heaven, but
Yeah, I'm too sexy for this girl, too sexy for your girl, too sexy for this world, too sexy for this ice, too sexy for that jack. Yeah. Okay, alright, that's fine. I'm too sexy for this chain, too sexy for your game, too sexy for this fame. Yeah. I'm too sexy for the trap, too sexy for that rap, too sexy for that jack. Yeah.
Did a lot of shit just to live this here lifestyle. Came straight from the bottom to the top of my lifestyle. Did a lot of shit just to live this here lifestyle. Came straight from the bottom to the top of my lifestyle.
Lifestyles of the rich and the famous. They're always complaining, always complaining. If money is such a problem, well, they got matches. Think we should rob them.
My life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. My life
It's Friday night, and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shawl cause I'm faded. Honey's in the streets, say money, and we made it. Baby, it's 3 a.m., I must be lonely. She says, baby, well, I can't help but be scared of it all sometimes. And the rain's gonna wash away, I believe it.
Good morning. Good morning to absolutely everybody.
That's an objectionable.
Waking up, rolling out of bed right now, maybe using me as an alarm clock. For every single person that's laying down in bed at this moment and hearing my voice, I want you to know that again, I am right there beside you, laying in bed with you, getting you up and out of these silky sheets and getting you over to your computer, getting you over to your desktop, making sure you're ready to trade on this day. What are you guys doing? Sleeping in today? It's 7:41. Every single person, if you want to be successful, I want you to start waking up at 2:32 a.m. every single day. 2:32 a.m. every single day and eating an entire box of Wheaties on whole milk. Not 2%. We're not bitches. We want whole milk, whole box of Wheaties, 1 time a day. Okay, maybe that's a personal preference. But let's get locked in today. Because again, we do have opportunity. We already have IOTR trying to get a little bit of hype. We already have NITO right here, already having a little bit of momentum. SXTP, we'll keep our eyes peeled on it. But let's go over again the plays that are a little bit hotter right here. NITO is starting to bring in some hype. NITO is starting to bring in a little momentum. And NITO is a play that every single trader needs to be aware of. I'm going to switch this on out real quick. Okay, awesome. So what is going on with NITO? Traders, stock is starting to squeeze and spike. First things first is I want to see if there's any shares available to short over on NITO. Let me again pop out the short locate box. I was looking at IOTR shorts. Unfortunately, they were too expensive. I didn't get any. But NITO, let's say I want to get like 4,000 shares on the short side. Acquire all 4,000 shares. Let's go over to, again, locate lowest. Click cancel. That's going to cost me $60 over on, again, NITO. Now, the big question is, how high will NITO go up to? NITO is starting to squeeze a little bit right now, guys. I didn't locate those just yet because let's try to figure out how high can this spike. Now, obviously, the best range possible would be all the way up towards like $6. Do I really believe that's going to happen? I would say no. A lot of times, I think the best area to look for shorts is going to be like where we have old big bounces. You guys can see here's a big bounce on NITO right around 350. Here's a couple tops at 350. Here's a top up towards around the 330-ish mark. So I would say, if NITO starts coming on up towards 330, starts coming on up towards 340, 350, that would be where I think there's a little bit of a better opportunity for us to be able to make money. So somewhere in the 340s to the 350s is where I think NITO would honestly be the best opportunity to profit. Now, if we take a look over on NITO, you guys can see it right here. Came out on Fox Runner at the time of 7:32 a.m. And it says NITO announces positive in vitro results from its mitochondrial carrier small molecule platform. Hey, you have the press release. You have the hype. You have the momentum right here. Right? NITO came out with this press release, came out with this action, and everyone started bum rushing into this play. Remember, team, all you have to do every single day is news will come out at 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock. If you are watching the news at these times, this is when you are going to be able to see the hype. This is when you are going to be able to see the momentum. This is when traders are going to get themselves excited. So, NITO, right there, right at 7:30, did have what keyword? The word positive. The moment we see the word positive on a low float stock, whoop, stock's going on up. So again, NITO alerted at 7:32 a.m. right when the news came out. This is why having scanners is so important. So let's make sure every single person is always set, ready to rock and roll on these days. But team, obviously, there's going to be a lot more opportunity than just NITO. And hopefully, NITO can keep on spiking. As I said, just want an easy little game plan on my end. If NITO can get up towards around the price of 340, that's where I like it. That's where I feel comfortable. That's where I want to start getting involved. Does that make sense? If I can start seeing this play up towards around 340, that's where I feel good about shorts. I don't want to short yet. It still had good results, right? I don't want to short yet. There's still good results. And if NITO starts falling and dumping right now, hey, so be it. Let it fall, let it dump, let it keep on crashing. I am not going to look for a dip buy on this. I would rather wait for, again, a little bit of better opportunity and kind of go elsewhere. Wait for a 7:45, wait for 8 o'clock, wait for 8:30. There will be probably a bigger play on today. So don't feel like you have to always jump in on every single play. All right. Let's do it here, baby. All right, so what do we have? We have NITO did come out with positive results. Can't hate that in any sort of way. NITO is a low float stock. Stock started squeezing and ripping its way on up. Next on up here, traders, we do have IOTR. IOTR does not have any news today, but it did have news yesterday. So if you guys want to go ahead and take a look right here, you can see IOTR is not showing up as a stock that has news today because it doesn't. It came out with news last night. You can actually take a look over on, what we have here. We do have positive results on NITO. And then earlier this morning, we did have right here IOTR. It says this news was released on January 20th. So actually that wasn't even today. That was 2 days ago. January 20th, this was the last press release we have talking about achieving what? Achieving approval. So this is a good press release. Don't get me wrong. This is a very good press release. But what, again, a lot of you guys need to realize and note from this is that IOTR, if this press release was so good, why didn't it spike 2 days ago? Why is it spiking right now? So let's be realistic. Is IOTR spiking from the press release 2 days ago, just randomly having a 48-hour delay until it spikes on up? Or is there something else going on here? Is this more just random ripping, spiking, running here? So IOTR, I like it. IOTR is the #1 top gainer in the stock market today. It is up 175%, but I don't know if we can say, oh, IOTR has news today. It had good news 2 days ago, but if it was so good, it would have spiked 2 days ago. Heck, it would have spiked yesterday. It wouldn't have spiked, now. So do I want to be watching it? 100%. Am I a little bit cautious on it? 100%. Do I think it's going to be a play that every single trader should have on their watch list and there's going to be opportunity on the upside and downside? 100%. So again, IOTR right here, traders. If we want to break this on down and make it as easy as possible, everyone follow my charting right here. We do have top red resistance. Let's just put it in a, now let's go to a 2-minute time frame. 2-minute time frame seems perfect. IOTR, top red resistance. This is going to be where the reversals are going to happen. 9.15, 9.15, right around 9.15, we did spike up towards $10. Then, as you guys can clearly see, we do have a little bit of an uptrend. Here is the uptrend that I would connect the dots on. If you guys are taking a look over on IOTR, you guys can go ahead, grab this. You guys can see where we have our bottom dip buys. We do have bottom dip buy from this bottom, and most likely the next dip buy opportunity would be down towards around 730. Now, I also could be able to go ahead and add the VWAP indicator. The VWAP indicator is a great indicator to use on the 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute time frame. They're all going to be right around that same area. So again, VWAP, great. Support, great. Resistance, great. Now, with that being stated here, traders, what do you know? It's not always about finding news right away. If, again, you can, that's fantastic. But now, again, stock trading comes on down to once you establish support and resistance, understand where to get great entries. Where great entries going to happen? Well, great entries happen where reversals are going to happen. Where's the reversal happening? 9.15. Where's the reversal happening? 9.15. Where's the reversal happening? 9.15. Then we do have our dip buy opportunity for support. Here's again support area. Here's again support area. Here's again support area. Here is support area. And most likely, what are we going to be looking for? We are going to be looking to see if, hey, are we going to bounce off that area? And are we going to get rejected off of, as you guys know, this area? So it really comes on down to, what are you looking for? Hey, I want to be able to find IOTR to go on a massive breakout. I don't like buying for breakouts because the chances are it's most likely going to turn in reverse somewhere near $9. The chances are it's going to most likely be a dip buy. So if you want to buy the play, I always suggest going ahead and looking for dip buys down low. I also always look for and suggest looking for shorts up high. Now, that's not saying IOTR today is not going to squeeze up to $11 to $12. We could easily see $11, $12, $13 if all of a sudden we break through resistance. But a lot of times we hit resistance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and people start losing over and over and over and over again, looking for breakouts, looking for spikes. So I want you guys to have a clear-cut understanding of that, okay? You know, when you guys take a look at it, right now it's right around 740, 750 support. VWAP is right around 745. And again, we do have 915 as our top resistance. So give me 1 second here. So every single person is all set, ready to go, ready to move forward. Keep making this money here, traders. So again, I will be watching. Remember, if NITO gets up towards 340 to 350, that's where I want to short. If IOTR starts spiking back up towards around 915, that's where I want to short. If you are interested in a dip buy, you're going to be looking at that dip buy area somewhere right around 730. Okay? What's your thoughts over on ROLR still lingering around? I think ROLR didn't have an offering last night. It had a little bit of an offering, I believe, last night, which led to a little bit of a pop. So if you guys take a look over on ROLR, type it on in, you guys can see 1610. That comes out to 410. So again, 410 last night. We did have closing of an offering. So it didn't come out with an offering, it closed its offering. Would I say it's definitely one to watch? Absolutely. Again, there is nothing incorrect with, again, watching RLOR today with a little bit of a pop, maybe a little bit of squeeze back up to 11.12. So ROLR, this is a play that's gone from $2 all the way up towards $33. Definitely, as it falls down towards $6, we could bounce back up to $12, $13, $14. I don't think it's going to have crazy hype, but I do think it's going to have a large spread, low volume, and it will probably move $2 to $3 today. So I do think that one definitely has potential. But as of right now, traders, just a little heads on up. IOTR, we got our game plan on it. Right? SXTP, slowly trying to move itself on up. NITO, now starting to dump on down again. We wanted 340, came on up towards around 315. GLSI, a little bit of news. We'll see if GLSI can start popping. But really what we want to do right now is let's wait. Let's wait until, again, we get more hype. Let's wait until we get more action. Let's wait until we have that next leg. Let's wait until we have, again, that next big possible spike or ripper and runner. There is no reason right now to force a trade. Now, the good news also is that we do have a lot of hype moving back into the market. Traders, did anyone see this? I know on what day was it? Tuesday? On Tuesday, we were all acting like it was Armageddon. And we were acting like, oh my goodness, the stock market is crashing. Trump is going back on tariffs. He's, again, not making friends with Europe. Oh, Greenland this, Greenland that. And we saw the S&P 500 have its worst day of 2026. Guess what? We're back up next to 690. Last night, Trump came on out and he stated, we are canceling tariffs. Isn't that crazy how, again, the stock market can react to that? Day one, it's we are going to place tariffs on Europe. The stock market crashes. Day two, it is, you know what? We spoke to them. We're not going to put, again, tariffs on Europe. Guess what? Stock market goes almost right back to where it is. This is what I'm referring to on the fact that when you see dip buy opportunities, try to take advantage of them. Like, guys, look at this. Every time we have come down to the 50-day moving average on the S&P 500, it has been an awesome dip buy. Look at this. Bounce play, 50-day moving average. 677 back up to 687. Bounce play, 670 all the way back up to 690. Bounce play, 660 up to 690. Bounce play at 650 up towards 690. I mean, guys, you can see what we have here. Yes, traders, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I don't care about like what your thoughts are on this. I don't care if, again, you're left, right, Democratic, Republican. It doesn't matter to me. I'm telling you as an investor. I'm telling you as a mentor. I'm telling you as a stock trader. Yes, the S&P 500 can and will fall at times. But at the end of the day, all it takes is one post from Trump to make the market come right back up. So the thing is, even if the market ever started fading and falling and dropping and crashing and getting weaker, Trump literally could just come on out and say, hey guys, I'm going to make the stock market double. And guess what? We go right back on up. When you are the president of the United States and you have that type of influence, it's easy, right? So, I mean, guys, if you guys haven't checked this on out, I think we click analyst alerts. Let's go all the way down to the bottom here. And let's actually, there's a few things I want to go over right here. It's what I want to talk about. The S&P 500 gains 1.18% after Trump cancels tariffs. The S&P 500 bounces back 1.18% after Trump canceled the European tariffs. So he posted this on Truth Social last night. He said, based upon a very productive meeting that we have had with their Secretary General of NATO, Mark Rutte, we have formed the framework of a future deal with respect to Greenland and, in fact, the entire Arctic region. This solution, if consummated, will be a great one for the United States and all of NATO. Based upon this understanding, I will not be imposing tariffs that were scheduled to go into effect. So basically, what we had was, we are going to go in tariffs. We spoke to them. We're not going to do it anymore. Market fell. Market bounced back on up. Now traders are saying, woo! Woohoo! We go from people being scared, people posting YouTube videos on how 2026 is going to be the Great Depression. We go from everyone saying, sell everything before it's too late, to everyone saying, just kidding. We're back. Just kidding. No issues. And then now, look at the Dow shot up 588 points. NASDAQ shot up 270. S&P 500 shot back on up. The S&P 500 surged yesterday. As again, we canceled tariffs. 10% cancel. Guys, that's pretty awesome. Right? What else do we have here? You guys can see the S&P 500 recovery should lead to more gains. Historically, the S&P 500 should be up 3% in the next 2 months. The S&P 500 experienced a decline of 2% on the prior trading day, followed by a rebound of at least 1% the next day, all occurring while the index remained within 5% of its highs. Backtesting shows that in such scenarios, the index has advanced 85% of the time over the next 2 months, which should be giving us a 3.85% return. Awesome. Now, with that being said here, traders, what else do we have? With the S&P 500, stocks recovered. This list are showing all brand new stocks that are hitting 52-week highs. Intel, Micron, ASTS. These are all plays, guys, that are now running up towards record highs. I want you to get outside of your little bubble. I want you to start understanding that the moment that everyone starts panicking every single day and says the stock market's going to crash, this is it, tariffs are back, get ready for the big dump, ignore every single moment of it, and either A, just keep holding on to your long-term investment shares, or B, get ready for dip buy opportunities. That's it. When people again start running away in every single way, you should get ready for dip buys. You should get ready to be like, all right, hey guys, I don't fall for this trap anymore of all this fear panicking. This is the time that you should be all set ready to go to be able to make money. So, I mean, that's what's so important here, traders. You know, hey, when I first started stock trading, the first 1, 2, 3 years of my stock trading career, every time people said, run for your life, I ran. And every single time people said, buy, I bought. But you got to get outside of that. See it, understand it, know again, there's a whole bunch of psychos out there. And then again, you be in your own little bubble. You be in your own little world, knowing what's right. BDRX, a little bit of a pop right there. Thank you, Rainbow Ben, for the heads on up. Let's see what we get in the next 2 minutes. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are joining us right now on this absolutely beautiful Thursday, get ready to smash that thumbs on up. Get ready to hit that like button. Get ready to hit that repost button. You guys ready? Okay, now hit it right now. Okay, that was fun. That was quick. So, make sure you guys are all set. Make sure you guys are all good. Hit that thumbs up. Get yourself excited. Get yourself pumped on up here. Let's get ourselves jacked up on this day. We have, again, press releases coming on out. Right now, we got ourselves a big day. We got ourselves a big opportunity. 7:59, 8 a.m. press release wave right around the corner. Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby. You guys ready to trade? Right now, my positions are 0 out of 0. We are, again, just shy of $10,000 in 2026. Traders, how crazy is that? We've been trading for 2 weeks now. We are coming up to $10,000 in trading profits in 2026. I mean, every single trade has been shown. Every single P&L has been posted. Right? We're doing everything right. Everything. So let's just continue on with this amazing trend. Let's keep looking for some great opportunities. My position box is 0 to 0. What I'm going to be doing with you guys live right now is obviously we're going to be watching for news. I just want to turn this off, get that all good, get ready to be able to locate some shorts so that we're all ready to rock and roll here. And let's see again where this hype's going to take us. All right, guys, 8 a.m. is here. All eyes over on the bottom news scanner. Once again, the news starts coming and starts flowing. We want to be ready to take advantage of it. That means either A, buy right away, or B, wait for, again, a shorting opportunity. We do have VVPR. VVPR, guys, to acquire this data center. VVPR, they are talking about acquiring a data center. Sometimes when you acquire a data center, a stock could easily go on a very nice spike, rip, and run. Now, the reason why that happens is because you are gaining that company's assets. So again, VVPR has room to run up towards 421. Little heads up for you guys. If that stock spikes up towards around 421, that is going to be where there's going to be shorting opportunities. Okay? So if all of a sudden we see that play again, spike, squeeze, and start going on a big rip and run, VVPR 421 would be again where that target's going to be. It's already shortable in case that stock ever started ripping and running. I'm just going to put in some super high shorts real quick just in case that ever happens. Let's go like 410 short. 415 short, 419 short, 434 short, 450 short, just in case that ever start getting crazy. It might not get anywhere near there. I just want to be ready. YOUL, guys, SXTP, what's going on there? SXTP, that's the number 2 top gainer, now coming out with news. SXTP, number 2 top gainer in the stock market, just came out with news talking about a partnership. So talking about a partnership, number 2 top gainer. Receives an award over on DUOT. Let's see here. Nothing there just yet. So we got VVPR. We are watching this one. We know we had NITO, but VVPR still trying to creep to break through $3. If it runs up to 420, we'll be all set. PODC did have a partnership. No news right there. Is anything else going crazy? That's all we're looking at. SXTP came out with news finally. That's awesome. So NXTP, we don't have credibility on IOTR as we know, but at least SXTP now has credibility. NITO has credibility. ROLR, again, make sure again you guys are aware of this. If you have not, again, post ROLR that had a closing of its offering last night. So ROLR 5 million flow is a previous top gainer. Again, make sure you guys are aware of that. Previous top gainer. ROLR news last night, definitely a dip buy opportunity, or it has dip buy opportunity today because it's closing its offering, might get a little bit of a spike up towards around 14 bucks. IOTR, no news, had news 2 days ago. SXTP just came out with the press release today. GLSI had news earlier this morning. NITO had news out again 7:30 this morning. ROLR had news last night. We are all set here, traders. Nothing, again, that's going absolutely diabolically crazy. Nothing right now that's getting a little bit too wild. Nothing, again, taking on off at this moment. So right now here, traders, let's just see IOTR maybe getting a little bit inside the wedge. You know, something I always like to do, guys, is just like test myself. Test myself as a trader and practice. Now, again, like what do you guys see on IOTR? I see a wedge pattern, right? So a wedge pattern. If you guys, again, are looking at wedges, you guys can literally just type in over on Google. Go to Google right now and just type in wedge patterns. And when you guys type in wedges, it's just going to at least show you and give you guys some great examples of maybe, again, what you guys should look at. You know, we do have a wedge that's moving itself on up, but definitely could squeeze and drop. You guys could see how, again, different wedges form. Essentially, what you're always looking for in the stock market is you're looking for triangles. When you have triangles forming, that means, again, you're getting all the volume getting tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter until, boom, you get these pops. So wedges, triangles, these, again, lead to squeezes. So always, always, always look for triangles. If you can find triangles, that's where you guys can be able to make a lot of money, because at the corner of the triangle is usually where something dramatic happens. Please always understand that. The corner of the triangle is where dramatic things happen. Stocks will stay inside their triangle until, again, volume becomes so big it has to break out in one way or another. You know, that's the easiest way to think about it. Think about it as volume. Think about it as all this crazy activity. If you squeeze all this crazy activity together, eventually it's going to explode. Let's imagine it in this manner, okay? Imagine there's a water balloon. And again, you squeeze the water balloon, right? You squeeze it at the bottom. As you squeeze that water balloon, all that water is rushing on up to the top. Now imagine if you pinch that water balloon off and you start again just squeezing all the water higher and higher and higher and higher. Eventually, guess what's going to happen? That balloon is going to explode because all that water has nowhere to go, so it breaks through its barrier, it breaks through the balloon, and now it goes all over the place. That's exactly what happens in stocks, where we essentially have all this water pressure here, and we're getting it tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter until it has to make some sort of move. So, IOTR. All this water is kind of moving in tighter and tighter and tighter. We're hoping to be able to get that explosion sometime in the near future, but it still has to get a little bit tighter here. So right now, IOTR, there's the clear-cut wedge pattern. We do have SXTP. SXTP, guys, a little bit of a spike. SXTP has room to run up to 650. You can either look for a small short around $5. We do know $5 is a natural resistance line. Or again, you guys are going to be looking for shorts around $6. Okay? Those are going to be great areas that every single person can be on top of, be aware of, and you guys can be looking at. A little side note, I know again, there's always 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, 100 people that are always like, hey, I can't short. I can't again short on these plays here. Guys, hold on one second. IMSR. Guys, IMSR just came out with an agreement for DOEA project. Executes an agreement. We do have a little hype right here. DOE, or excuse me, let's go with IMSR. IMSR, a little bit of hype. Let's just be aware of that. You know, it does have an agreement, just came out at 8:06 a.m. Let's just see if that one can maybe start spiking its way on up. If that thing starts breaking $12, maybe IMSR is going to get a little hype. Keep that one on the back burner here. Just be aware of this one in case this stock starts getting any sort of momentum over on IMSR. But as I said here, traders, if you want to be a shorter like I am, if you say, hey, this is the way to make money, this is how to profit, even if you don't want to short, but you just want to have the best broker out there, remember, the PDT rule is coming down to an end. The PDT rule is coming on down to an end. Now, I spoke to Cobra yesterday, and little heads on up, I did not know this, and I apologize. They're only accepting the first 500 people on this wait list to be approved. So the thing is, the PDT rule is about to drop. You can trade nonstop. They know they are going to get a massive influx. They're only accepting the first 500 people to sign up on their waiting list. So if you guys want the same shorts that I have, right? When I bring over this like shorting locate box, right? I got my level 2 right here. I bring over my short locating box. I'm always again typing in shorts, getting shorts. If you want the same exact thing, add your name right now to this waiting list. Even if you don't use them later on. Add your name to this waiting list because only the first 500 people are going to be able to use Cobra no matter what. So, waiting list, this is urgent. Again, I wouldn't say this, I don't care. I want you guys to at least just be able to have the opportunity to be able to add your name to the to be able to get shorts. So again, make sure that you guys add your name to that waiting list so that the moment again the PDT rule drops, at least you will be accepted so you can short. You might say, oh, I like using E-Trade. Oh, I like you. Guys, garbage. If you guys are using E-Trade, garbage for day trading. Oh, I want to use Schwab, garbage for day trading. Hey, I want to use TD Ameritrade. Still not that good for day trading. You know, you want to be using a specific day trading broker. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I think those are great for long-term retirement accounts. You put them in, they got great security, they got great, again, like, you know, percentage returns, like you, but for day trading, for shorting, you want to use a specific day trader and shorting broker for that. Not every broker gets you in and out quickly. Not every broker is going to allow you to short different plays. How many people have ever tried to short a play and your broker says, sorry, we don't offer shorts on this play? You have to, again, have the right broker. So add your name to that waiting list. Only top 500. I think it's at like 300 right now. So there's about like 200 waiting spots left. Guys, right now, IMSR is still trying to slowly creep. We don't have any sort of big moneymaker just yet. We don't got any big moneymaker just yet. So we got to either wait for IOTR to be able to break through again, you know, $9. Or is there anyone here that's going to look for the dip buy at $7.50? If you guys are looking for dip buys, again, surround the order. So put orders in. Right now it's $7.60. Put an order in at $7.50. put an order in at 740 and then have a stop loss. Again, I know you can't have an actual stop loss in pre-market, but have a stop loss at around 725. That's how I would trade it. Now, I am not in on this play, nor am I buying in on this one, but I'm telling you, if you are a dip buy trader, this is how you guys want to focus on it. Remember, guys, when you guys are all trading stocks and you guys want to get filled at the best area, we do not ever know, and no one will ever know, the exact area that stocks are going to have the perfect dip buy at. All we can do is make assumptions. So for instance, if we believe that the best dip buy is going to be at $5, the best way to be able to enter a stock at all points is going to be having multiple entries. This is why when you guys take a look at like all my orders, I never just have one order. You know, I wanted to short VVPR if this one spiked back on up. Unfortunately, again, it's not spiking this high, but I thought VVPR would probably turn somewhere around 440, right? So I did a 410, I did a 419, I did a 430, I did a 450, I did a 460. Because remember, as I taught you and as I've shown you guys multiple times, you will never just be able to say 440 and that's perfect. If we again think that a stock is going to be a great dip buy opportunity, we are going to want to look to do what? We think, again, $5 is a great possible entry. We want to go ahead and place entries where at. Let's put entries at, again, the price of $5.15, and put entries at the price of $5.07, and put entries at $5, and put entries at $4.90, and entries at, again, $4.85. And then we have an ultimate stop loss underneath the price of $4.80. So what we're always looking for is we don't know when that stock is actually going to, again, bounce, right? I'm just being honest with you. If a stock is coming on down, there's a chance that it only hits $5.15 and moves on up. Hey, at least we got filled. There's a chance that, of course, that the stock comes on down, hits again 3 of these, and moves on up. Hey, that's great. That's going to be great profit for us. There's a chance that it gets filled all of them, and we move on up, and there's a chance that, again, we hit this and fall. But what we are doing when we take a look at our entries, guys, is we are always getting filled with good opportunity. We get filled with high reward and low risk. So the way that I always like to trade is, again, fill that VWAP, fill that bounce play, filled slightly underneath it, and then again, stop loss right here. So in a very simple, easy visual, I am risking this much money. That's how much money I am risking when I look for dip buys. That might be, let's say, $200. I'm risking $200. Now, what's my reward? My reward in an easy visual is going to be from here to here. That's my reward. My reward is going to be $2,000. And the odds are going to be in my favor. Guys, take a look. Who here just bought IOTR on a dip buy? Deck, you're incredible. Deck, you're amazing. Deck, how did you know this was going to happen? How did you know there was going to be a dip buy right there, right off the purple line? I am just putting the odds in our favor when we trade. That's it. Now, what did we do every single time? Well, we know we fall at the red line. We know we fall at the red line. 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 We know that we see dip buys at the purple line. Dip buy, dip buy. Is it that magical? I wish I could take more credit. I really wish I could, guys. Is it really that magical that I said, hey, everyone, get ready for a dip buy and see if the stock is going to start getting some green candles and bounce on up? You guys are going to be able to have all of this opportunity to win. And as long as you're a smart trader, you're just going to have this opportunity to lose. But remember, I know, again, the way new traders work because I was a new trader one time and I know how social media works. It is crazy to think that the moment that IOTR starts coming on down to a dip buy opportunity, everyone says, this stock sucks. Stay away from it. It's over. And the moment it comes all the way back up towards 915, everyone says, buy it, buy it, buy it. You get trapped into buying at the highest points where it dumps, and you get trapped thinking that when a stock is down towards the lowest points, it's a bad stock, when really it's the best time to buy. Guys, little heads on up here. HCTI, little bit of a spike. HCTI just came out with news at 8:10. So HCTI trying to get a little bit of action. IOTR, though, still trying to work its way on up. Congrats to everyone that got a little bit of a dip buy right there. But this is how I'm trading all 2026, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to be very rare for me to tell you to buy for a breakout. Now, what do I mean buy for a breakout? For me to tell everyone, hey, let's get ready to buy at the break of 915. Because if you did it here, lost, here, lost, here, lost, here, lost, here, lost. The last 5 times people bought at 915, expecting it to go higher, they've lost every time. That's a pretty dangerous area to flirt with, right? Let's think about this in a different example. In a different example, let's imagine you are out at a bar or a restaurant or a social setting, and you see an attractive person that you like, and someone else walks up. Let's say there's an attractive woman, and someone else walked up and said, hey, can I buy you a drink? And she goes, no, I have a boyfriend. And then another guy walks up and says, hey, can I buy you a drink? And she goes, no, I have a boyfriend. And another guy, no, I have a boyfriend. No, I have a boyfriend. No, I have a boyfriend. Why are you randomly, again, going up to this person just to get rejected? If I, again, saw that in some setting where she said, no, I have a boyfriend 6 times in a row, why would I try to build up all this confidence, be in front of my friends, walk up to this person just to get rejected in front of everyone? Well, I don't know. Maybe she'll say yes to you. She won't. She's not saying yes to you. You have 0 chance. So the thing is, why are we doing that with stock trading? IOTR, reject, reject, reject. Let's, again, not go here. Let's go down here. All right, guys, let's go down here. Where, again, I don't know what analogy I can make for buying down here. Okay? So we get accepted down here. We don't get accepted up here. All right? What I would rather do is see my friend go up to the girl, and then I talk to my other friend, say $10, he gets rejected. You're on. That's how you make money. CORT, starting to get some action. CORT, guys. Woo! Guys, CORT right now. All traders are focused over on this one right here. CORT had a very big press release, as you guys can see right here. It is a little bit bigger in float. So it's not one of those low float plays, but it's saying overall survival. Traders, this is a big press release right here. Much bigger in float, much more expensive play. So it's not like a little float stock, but this is a crazy one. Saying overall survival primary endpoints met. Guys, this is 4 out of 4 stars. When you guys, again, take a look over on CORT, we are talking about a play that has 4 out of 4 stars reaching endpoints. This is one of the best plays you can get. This is one of the best, again, press releases you can get. This means when you accomplish phase 3, you are, again, passing what you told all your investors were going to do. Hey, we are going to find the cure to cancer. Positive endpoints on phase 3, we did it. We accomplished it. Now, they're not saying they, again, had, they cured cancer. They're saying they cured whatever. They are, again, they reached their goal. Okay? So that is always extremely important. Every single person is just aware. Every single person is on top of. Now, again, should you short this play? You can still definitely short it because it's gone on such a crazy spike. It's gone from, again, $36 all the way up to $62, now back on down to $50. Short it, but only short it probably, still at highs. So CORT, this one is crazy. This one is wild. This one definitely has a lot of, just insane action behind it. Stock's gone from $36 all the way up to $62. And right now, CORT is up 38%. Much bigger float stock. But it's definitely one that's, a little bit crazy and a little bit wild. Does have, again, a little bit of VWAP, dip buy, and bouncing. I would say, again, bounce play. Let's be really smart on this. Let's say, again, if the stock ever comes back on down to $44, let's look for a dip buy. If the stock goes up towards around $58, let's look for a short. So I'm going to play the extremes, okay? I'm playing the extremes. This is a play that, again, you got to be very careful on. If it comes back up near around $58, $59, I'm going to look for a short on this play. If it dumps on down towards, again, 44, I'll look for a dip buy, okay? 250 shares, 44s. That's where I feel good. 44.70, buy. 44.40, buy. 44.10, buy. Right? I would be looking for big dip. Big dip. Big boy. The origin of the Einstein of the algorithm. Coconut head. Anyone ever seen that video before? So traders, we just came all the way right back down to 46. I mean, traders, this is how crazy sometimes the stocks can move. CORT went from $36, spiked up to $62, back on down to $48. I'm looking to see if we could drop on down towards, again, 44s. Lower shadow was just at the 46s, though. So you could see how, again, the stock goes on this crazy spike, rip, and run. But CORT, definitely a wild one. Traders, just a little heads on up. For anyone who does not know, let me see. I'm going to try to bring up this picture real quick. Let me see if I can find this picture. And here it is. So for anyone who does not know, this is the hot keywords. You guys do get this over on Fox Runner. It says 4-star word, positive endpoint, endpoints, primary endpoints. When you have endpoints, primary endpoints from, again, positive phase 3 trials, that's one of the best press releases you can have. Now, what was this press release? Overall survival in primary endpoints. Primary endpoints. Survival on phase 3. Guys, that's pretty incredible, right? So that's why, if you're wondering, and if you're asking, why is COT going on such a crazy spike? Why is this stock going on such a crazy run? Why is this place so nuts? It's having one of the best press releases that you could possibly have. That's what made this so much. So let's just see if this thing is going to come all the way back on down. If this thing drops here, traders, and we get filled in the 44s or the 43s, I mean, that could be very solid. We get filled in the 44s and the 43s, guys. I mean, that's a very low entry that I would feel confident about. Even if I ever took a loss, let's say, I mean, we're not chasing at 62. We're not chasing in the 50s. We're not even chasing in the high 40s. We're dip buying in the low $40 region. Traders, we might get filled here soon. I might get filled here soon for a possible dip. Little heads on up. Guys, I'm getting filled on my first little dip buy. Getting filled on my first little dip buy right here. Just little heads on up. I am filled. I'm going to give this stock a chance. I am filled, giving this one a chance here. Now, do I want to, again, hold this for a long time? No. I want to see if we can get a dip buy and bounce play. So, guys, I want to see, can I get a dip? Can I get a bounce? Can we re-break $45? Guys, I'm up 800. Guys, I'm up 900, 500. Guys, $1,000. I'm selling. Guys, just made $1,075. $1,075 on the dip buy, baby. Woo! Oh, guys, nice little dip buy right there. Hold on. Oh. All right, traders, nice work. Good dip buy, good entry, good play, good trade, good everyone right here, guys. I hope you guys again made some nice money with me right there. CORT. All right here, traders. So nice dip buy, nice bounce play. So awesome work. And again, a lot of people always ask, when would you sell? I'm just selling when I'm in the green, guys. Like, I'm just not being greedy. So let's go ahead and take a look over on my entries and exits here, okay? So where did I just get filled on this play? I got filled at 44.10. 44.10, I got 250 shares filled. 43.40 or 43.20, I got filled on my rest of my entries. Or 43.40 and 43.20. So I just got filled on this play, guys. 44.10, 43.40, 43.20. I got out at 45 bucks. 750 shares. Stock was able to bounce up about $1.20. I was able to, again, lock in a nice little dip buy and bounce play right there. Again, doing it all live. Here's my entries. Here's my exits. Doing that in front of you guys. Making that money. No current orders are open at this time. 0 orders. And again, here comes that little dip buy and that bounce play. So if you guys are in on this play right now, I hope every single person is in the green. I hope every single person is taking advantage of this dip and of this bounce. Remember, traders, I said this the last 2 days. Always play the extremes. Nothing good happens in the middle. Like, you know, either we are, as I said, we are either shorting at the very tippity top, like we're shorting up near the high of the day, or we are doing dip buys all the way down towards around the bottom. There is not one person, even if I lost on that trade, guys, no one here can say, oh, Deck, that was a bad trade. How is that a bad trade? How in any way, shape, or form would that be a bad trade? You can't say that. And you're like, well, you're buying a stock as it's dumping. No, I'm looking for a dip buy after a stock just came out with positive phase 3 trials that just reached endpoints. A stock just went from $30 to $60, and now I'm waiting for an 80% pullback. And I believe, again, people are going to move in on a dip buy after an 80% pullback. Right? I think that's okay. Just like if I shorted it at 60 bucks, there'd be someone that would say, oh, why are you shorting a stock with positive phase 3 data? Because it just spiked $25 in the matter of 10 minutes. That's why, you know? So the thing is, I am done. I am out. We'll see how much lower this play is going to go on down to. Would I look for another dip buy? Hey, I'll go all the way back on down to like 38.70. I will look for another dip buy, guys. Let's see if this one can, you know, possibly start falling in the low 38s. If it goes all the way back down to the low 38s, I'll look for another dip. So CORT, let's see here. 100 shares at a time. Is this stock going to keep on crashing here? Came on down to 40. If it starts going down towards, you know, 38.20, and again, I'm putting all my entries live for you guys right here. You guys can literally see. Oh, that was 28.20. Let me correct that real quick. 38.60. Right, 38.20. Go down towards like a 37.50 in case we get a little lower shadow. So again, I'm trying to do everything right in front of you, right? I'm not hiding anything. I'm literally posting my entries in front of you. I have my live P&L. So everything is right there. Now, at this moment, just, you know, staying just so great at this time, traders. I'm just so fired up. And I hope you guys are fired up as well. Oh man, thank you. I didn't realize the music was up there. SXTP, is that one starting to spike a little bit? SXTP, guys. SXTP 660 next target. All right, traders, I'm going to cancel my orders over on the other play. I don't care about that one right now. Let's go over towards our other play at this time. Okay, let's go back to our other play at this time. Right now, again, we're at $1,000. SXTP, we do know there's going to be resistance right around that 650-ish mark. Little heads on up. So SXTP. Okay, this play is starting to squeeze. Notice again, all that buying volume starting to move on through. I don't have any SXTP shorts just yet. Let's see how expensive they are. SXTP, inquire all. 2,000 shares. Locate lowest. Click cancel. How much is this going to cost us? Guys, unfortunately, it's too expensive. It's costing us $741. I'll try again. And hopefully, again, you know, maybe it'll start coming down in price. But right now, I'm not going to accept this fee. I don't want to take a $741 fee. So until these shares become cheaper, unfortunately, I am not going to be again shorting this play. $730. So I got to wait. On this one. Not going to pay that shorting fee. Right now here, team, 200-day moving average 650. Let's see if I would be correct. Let's do a mental trade. Mental trade. Where would I get filled? 645, 650, 660, and maybe a 670. That's where I would get filled, guys. Little heads on up. And I would have just missed it. So look what's happening right now. We came on up to 639. Now again, here we go with the little crack. This is a trade. So there's the short, there's the dump, there's the reversal. How do you know what's about to turn right there? Guys, it's not complicated. The 656 is the 200-day moving average. You are going to see selling at the 200-day moving average. If you use the most popular indicators, the 50-day, the 200-day moving average, and the 13 EMA, you will always know where people are going to sell at. This is not me, again, predicting, making things up out of thin air. This is me just following what are the strongest indicators. This is where, again, stocks are going to reverse at. Remember, stock trading is not about, for the final time, stock trading is not about predicting what's going to be the greatest play next month. It's about what's already moving, what's hot. And let me just look for where reversals are going to be at. And in my eyes, reversing is easier to find on where's they're going to be selling rather than where's they're going to be dip buying. In my eyes, it is easier to find where is the stock going to start seeing some red. Where are people going to start locking in gains? People are always usually locking in gains next to the 200-day moving average. Just like, again, if we flip the script, And we go over the S&P 500. Notice again, the S&P 500, look how many people are buying off that blue line, the 50-day moving average. Buy, 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 buy. Guys, go back over to, again, the larger time frame. Go to the monthly time frame. Every single time for the last 25 years on a monthly chart, the 50-month moving average has been the absolute best dip buy. So as long as you know the right indicators, as long as you have the right education, right? That's what it's so important. And guys, I cannot stress this enough. Everything, all Tradecaster members, you guys have this at your fingertips. Go over to our boot camps. Start watching our boot camps right here. Saying again, how to read the level 2, how to understand support and resistance, understanding the mob and how to have mob shifting, how to be able to understand how to average in. You guys can go over and watch our indicator boot camps, understanding the 13 EMA indicators, the RSI indicator, the VWAP indicator, why these are so important, how to be able to create trend lines, our shorting boot camp, right? We have everything right here for all the members so that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. Make sure you guys get in there, watch those videos so you guys are taking advantage of it and you guys are becoming great traders. But yeah, I love dip buying. I love shorting. I love buying when hot news comes right on out. So guys, speaking of hot news right now, it is currently 8:30 a.m. Let's look for that next press release. We do have right now KUST acquiring another company. Guys, KUST might get a little bit of hype. Let's just keep that one on the back burner. Announces MU to acquire KYST or KUST. That one might spike a little bit. Let's see what else we have here. YDDL. Anyone see anything going crazy right here at 8:30? Let's just see if there's any big green candles. HCTI was news at around, what, 8:15, I think? HCTI, guys, that was news. Oh, 8:10. 8:10, there was news on HCTI. That one's trying to get a little bit of hype right now. Little Sino IOTR, guys, is starting to crack a little bit. IOTR is starting to crack. I would say so far the best opportunity is KUST. But KUST is not really doing too much. SXTP, guys, notice again the big dump that we've had. SXTP, big dump from the 200-day moving average. And again, please always note this, traders. I say things, and sometimes, again, I don't want to ever come off the wrong way. Obviously, you know I love this so much, and you guys know I want you to be successful. When I say things, I'm not talking down to anyone. I'm talking with passion. I talk with the fact that I want you to be successful, and I talk with the fact that I know what it's like not to have that success in the stock market. I know what it's like to lose. I know what it's like to feel like you're stuck. I know what it feels like to be able to say, man, you know, I just keep losing every time I trade. But you can change it. I talk with just such like enthusiasm here because I know you can do it. That's why I say it like this. This is why I kind of bring this energy. This is why, again, I talk the way I talk, because I don't want anyone giving on up. You can do this, but you have to be willing to make a change. If you do the same thing every day and you don't make a change, you are going to end up losing. If you do the same thing every single day and you aren't willing to change and you aren't willing to adapt and you aren't willing to listen to my teachings, you're not going to make any progress. So again, SXTP right here, hitting this top, then starting to dump back on down. Look at this massive short. Think about how many people buy and chase the top and they're all getting dumped on the moment we said, hey, we're probably going to get dumped on. So, as I said here, traders, make sure right now for every single person, you smash that thumbs on up. You smash that thumbs on up, show some support, show some love. Make sure every single trader is all set here, ready to rock and roll. Every single person is ready to go on this day. As I already posted as well, I just want to post this one more time. Again, please, 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 this is urgent. Cobra Trading is only taking the first 500 people that sign up to their early watch list or early list once the PDT rule goes. 500 people and that's it. They're already at like 300. This means, again, this is my broker. This is who I use to short. They are giving access to, again, small account traders. So again, please, please, please take advantage of this. Add your name to the watch list and you will be able to get all the shares that I short, every play that I short, everything along those lines. You do not want to miss that. So let's go with, again, to do a waiting list. This is urgent. They say 90 days is when, again, it's going away. So it should be going away in like May or June. That's when, again, the PDT rule should be going away, May or June. Also, little heads up today for all my scanners. Again, I promise you guys, all you have to do is email me your receipt from Trade Ideas. I will give you all my scanners. So for anyone here that says, hey, I want your pre-market scanners. Hey, I want all of this about to come up right now. This, I will give you all my scanner codes. If you guys do not have trade ideas, today's their last day of their Martin Luther King Day sale. You guys do get 25% off. Go ahead, take advantage of it. Send me your receipt. I will send you all my setting scanners for free. I will not charge you. I will not, again, we used to charge for this. I'm just taking the time to give them away. So again, as you guys can see, I used to, again, all my trade idea scanners, I used to charge about $400, $500 for them. Not anymore. Literally just sign up. I will give you them for free if you take advantage of it. Sean, why was there ever a rule? The PDT rule was in place so the new traders don't blow up their accounts. That's essentially what it is. It's the SEC playing mom and dad. The mom and dad as in, hey, we know new traders are going to end up losing a lot of money. So you know what? Let's limit their trades. Let's only allow them to trade 1 or 2 times a week. That's basically what it is. But a lot of people hate it. They say, hey, I'm 35 years old. I want to trade as much money as I want to, right? So you know what? It's been kind of backlash that they're just saying, you know what? You guys do what you want. Good luck. So that's why they're going to be getting rid of it here soon. All right, here, traders. Let's see what we have. And look at this massive dump on SXTP, guys. XSTP. Where did we get up to? Right next to the 200-day moving average. 200-day moving average hits that top. Stock starts fading and falling right back on down. LASE, a little bit of spike. CORT, break of that downtrend. CORT, anyone still in on the dip? Anyone still in on the dip buy right there? Right now, traders, it is pretty wild. In 2026, I am averaging $1,000 per day. $1,000 per day I'm averaging. Hey, we keep this going. We keep this going right now. There's 251 days in the stock market. Times that by $1,000, you are looking at a 32-year-old, 6'2" man making $250,000 a year from stock trading in the first 3 hours of the day every day. Yeah. Yeah, you heard that correctly. Yep. Yeah. Yep, $250,000 a year. You heard that correctly. Yep, thank you. People just always want the clarification. Congrats to everyone making some money today. $1,075. Traders $837 in the market. All right, guys, I'm gonna give me a second. I am actually going to rebutton my shirt just because I feel a little ridiculous. Let's button this back on up. All right. Let's see what we have here, traders. Hey, if you guys haven't yet, smash that thumbs on up. Get yourself excited for a big day ahead. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Things are looking absolutely fantastic. Things are looking absolutely great. Now, what do we have on this day in all reality? If we, again, break this thing on down, let's head on over. Let's take some time. I want to make sure I don't have any open orders. Okay, 0 open orders. Traders, let's do this all together. What is my favorite prep on the day? Favorite prep on the day is making sure we go through everything. There's not one play we miss. There's not one idea we're not aware of. There is not one topic in the stock market that we do not know of. So what I need everyone to do is click the analyst alerts. Scroll on down to the absolute very bottom of the page here, and let's work our way on up. Number 1, what's a hot topic of today? Rocket Lab fell overnight. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but Rocket Lab last night actually got a little ugly. Rocket Lab last night had this big dump. Now, if you're saying, what the heck happened on Rocket Lab? That's my baby. I love Rocket Lab. Well, again, at Rocket Lab, a tank burst that led to a 4% drop. So it says, as the company pushes to neutron, to the limits beyond to the qualified system and structures for a launch, the testing what we again saw a pressure trial where a tank has burst. Now, this sounds bad, but this is what they have to do. I don't know if you guys know anything about rocket engineering, and I'm not going to sit here and say I know everything about it, but I do know, again, rocket engineering in a little bit. One of the things you have to do is you have to push things until they break. That's how you find the limits. We are not going to send rockets up into space and be able to say, how high can it go up to before it pops? I don't know. Well, how much pressure, how much fuel can we give it until, again, it's too much? I don't know. You purposely blow up tanks. You purposely blow up rockets. You purposely push it until its limits and then it blows up. And then again, you write down, don't go to this high. Don't push it this hard or it will blow up. You can't have warnings, don't go past this area if you don't know where the warnings are. So again, Rocket Lab did have a tank burst last night. Purposely. And that's okay. But still, stock traders don't understand that. So again, what do we have here is we have a $90 drop all the way down to $80. People were freaking out last night, but it's all part of the process. It's okay. So I wouldn't be too worried about that in any sort of way. Last night, we went over this a little bit, but the S&P 500 has clearly bounced back. We have gone from 692 down to 670, back up to 690. The S&P 500 fell around 2% over on on Tuesday. Yesterday, we bounced back on up 1.1%. What happened here? Trump announced on Tuesday that we want Greenland. We want Greenland's materials. We want its rare earth materials. We want its copper. We want its uranium. We want to have access to be able to work in Greenland and get all these rare earth minerals. Guess what? He said anyone in Europe who tries to stop us from going to Greenland, we are going to put tariffs on you. The United States, the citizens of the United States, is the biggest consumer country in the world. We spend money like no other country. Every other country in the world needs the United States to buy their products. If we are not part of them, if we are not helping them, they are not going to have a successful economy. That's just how it works. China is a massive powerhouse. The United States is a massive powerhouse. And guess what? If Trump says, hey, we will put tariffs on your country if you try to stop us from, again, using Greenland's materials, a lot of people say, hey, do what you want. We don't want our economy to collapse. And that's how it works. That's called leverage. And I understand not everyone is going to agree with that, but that's, again, how politics work a lot of times. So the thing is, that's why the stock market fell on Tuesday. Then yesterday, Trump had a meeting with the European Union. And he said, after all of our discussions, based on this understanding, I will not be imposing the tariffs that were scheduled to go into effect February 1st. He put out, again, a threat in a way, saying, hey, if you stop us, we're putting on tariffs. They had a meeting yesterday. They discussed it. He says, okay, you know what? I will not put tariffs on you guys. The market, again, reacted and bounced right back on up. The Dow, again, bounced up 588 points. The NASDAQ bounced up 270 points. The S&P 500 bounced up 78 points. In a dramatic turnaround yesterday, the S&P 500 surged over 100% after they canceled the proposed 10% tariffs. So, pretty simple, pretty easy. Tariffs lead to fear. Fear leads to selling. Selling, again, is from uncertainty. Once tariffs end, there's confidence. Confidence moves in, excitement moves in, market bounces right back up. As simple as that. As, again, the market bounces back on up here, traders, these are all the stocks that also bounced on up so hard they hit brand new 52-week highs. Stocks like Intel, very popular stock. Micron, ASTS, the rocket stock. You can see Bloom Energy, a very hot, popular play. A lot of these plays, an entire list right here that you guys can go ahead and look at. Also, historically speaking, whenever we see this much activity in the S&P 500 within the first 2 months of the year, we usually see the next 2 months be very solid, a 3% gain. This is saying these stats right here of what we have, and you guys can look through all these stats right here. Since the S&P 500 went down at least 2% yesterday and up at least 1% today within a 5% all-time high. That's what these stats show. It proves that in the next 3 months, there's an 85% chance that we should be up 3% on the stock market. When we are within 5% of all-time highs, we fall 2% and then recover 1% every time this has happened in history. The stock market, or 85% of the time, the stock market was up 3% higher 2 months from now. It's pretty good data. Pretty good data to have. What else do we have here? Little side note. Top 20 ETFs you can invest in. A lot of traders. Guys, who here is in VOO? VOO. Who here has a financial, accountant, a financial guide who says, oh, we're going to put your money in VOO? VOO. Hey, we're going to put your money in the S&P 500. Hey, we're going to put your money in this or that. You know what I mean? So the thing is QQQ. We're putting your money in that. The last year, one of the best one we saw was GLD gold shares. GLD SPDR gold shares. That's an ETF that's going to follow gold. So the best investment of last year, the 1 year return, was the gold. But QQQ, great. VEA, great. IEFA, great. There's a lot of great ones. And even if you just traded, the S&P 500. SPY, 17% return last year. That's great, right? That's fantastic. So make sure you guys definitely understand. Check out this list. Top 20 listed US ETFs that you can invest in right now. Little side note, last night, Microsoft did come out with a partnership with the Air Force. Whoa, pretty good. So again, the contract was $170 million. $170 million. That's a nice contract right there, ladies and gentlemen. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on Microsoft. Definitely things that you guys just want to be aware of. Here is a reminder. If the US makes a deal with Greenland, these are stocks that could spike. These are rare earth stocks. These are mineral stocks. Copper stocks and uranium and lithium stocks. These are some of the best plays out there. I highly suggest that you guys, again, look through this list. See what stocks are the most volatile, which ones are, again, looking the best to you, and say, hey, if Trump, again, makes some sort of deal with Greenland, if we start drilling in Greenland, these are ones that are going to get the hype. These are ones that are going to get excitement. These are ones that are going to start taking on off in a quick manner. So understand the global trends, where the big money is looking, and where you guys can be able to make a lot of cash and be able to make a lot of money. Okay? Now, these popular stocks are hurting. Some people would say that these stocks are crashing. Other people are saying get ready for a good dip buy. Traders, when it comes to the S&P 500, when it comes to the top 500 companies in the United States, I usually always, in my mind, say these are dip buy opportunities. We do have Oracle down nearly 50% from its highs. Netflix down 39% from its highs. Meta down 25% from its highs. Palantir down 22% from its highs. Microsoft down 20% from its highs. Do you think Microsoft at some point is going to hit a brand new record high? Absolutely. Guys, do you think Meta at some point is going to hit a brand new record high? Absolutely. It's going to happen. Also, last night, JP Morgan purchases 65 million shares of SoFi. Traders, how crazy is that? SoFi, SOFI, JP Morgan now purchased 65 million shares. Guys, SoFi is a banking play. It's called fintech. Fintech is like digital banking of 2020. Like it's like, it's not just go to the bank anymore. This is, digital banking, the next evolution of banking. People love SoFi. And now JP Morgan just bought against 60 million shares. Definitely a good press release to know about. Last night, I don't know if you guys saw this or not. Trump announces we are going heavy into nuclear. Trump makes a major push into nuclear plays. So again, last night he was at the World Economic Forum and he was stating we are going to go heavy into nuclear plays. He said, I wasn't with nuclear that much, but I didn't realize now how safe it is, how great it is. So here's actually a clip here, traders. Let me again post this for every single person. You guys can see here's a little bit of a clip of, again, Trump talking about how they want to go heavy into nuclear. Everyone check this out right now.
I've signed an order directing and approval of many new nuclear reactors. We're going heavy into nuclear. I was not a big fan because I didn't like the risk, the danger, but they have the progress they've made with nuclear is unbelievable, and the safety progress they've made is incredible. We're very much into the world of nuclear energy, and we can have it now at good prices and very, very soon. I've signed an order directing and approval of many new nuclear reactors. We're going heavy into nuclear. I was not a big fan because I didn't like the risk, the danger, but they have the progress they've made with nuclear is unbelievable, and the safety progress they've made is incredible. We're very much into the world of nuclear energy, and we can have it now at good prices and very, very soon. I've signed an order directing and approval of many new nuclear reactors.
All right, so you guys obviously hear that. You guys can see that. You guys can understand that at this moment. So with that being stated here, traders, this is big. What stocks should you guys be watching? Hey, if I were you, I'd be watching ACLO. I'd be watching UUUU. I'd be watching SMR. I'd be watching BWXT. These are all plays that can definitely start getting some hype, right? ACLO, this is actually one of my long-term investments. I remember I alerted BWXT last year. BWXT, and that's been on a great rally since. My contact. So BWXT, that's been trying to get a little bit of hype here. So these plays are starting to get a lot more action. And then we're kind of moving into today. Now, traders, let's take some time right now. At 8:50 right now, let's take some time, right? And go over every play of today. Let's make sure you know of every single stock, every single ticker, every single press release that you guys should be looking at this moment. Okay? Let's do it together. First thing I want you guys to do is let's just drop down these menus and see what are the best press releases of today. Let's click See All at this time. If you click See All, we do have SXTP as the best press release today. It is saying SXTP announces a partnership with Runaway Health. We have a partnership with Runaway Health over on SXTP. HCTI, we do have an agreement press release. NITO, we have positive results. And GLSI, we do have announces FDA approval. So, SXTP, partnership. HCTI, agreement. NITO, positive results. GSLI, FDA approval. Now, out of these plays, how many are up just overall? SXTP, we know that one has news, right? We know IOTR. This one had the press release 2 days ago. HCTI, this one had news, FDA approval. GLSI, this one has news. NITO, this one has news. ROLR, that one had a press release last night closing its offerings. So at this moment here, traders, if we're again looking at what are the best plays here, we know SXTP did come out with that announces the partnership. That is clear-cut number one top gainer. It's the number one top gainer with news. It's the number one top gainer in the entire stock market. IOTR, this was alerted earlier this morning here, traders. IOTR, this was a play that had a press release 2 days ago. Not a press release today, 2 days ago. Over on IOTR, it's still up big. We are going to be watching this one and seeing if this one is going to be able to get any sort of hype. Last but not least, we do know HCTI. HCTI also came out with this agreement. So 2 plays that came out with a press release. 1 stock that, again, does not have a press release today. Okay. So now if I'm typing out my watch list right now, let's just kind of write this out. SXTP, IOTR, HCTI, PSQH, GLSI, NITO, and again, even I would put CORT, ROLR. All right. So now again, we're starting to feel a little bit more confident. Why are we feeling confident? Because when we look at every single one of these plays, we know SXTP is a play with good credibility. We know IOTR has credibility. HCTI has credibility. We even know, again, the stock we traded before, CORT, that one has credibility. But now we want to look at, out of all of these options, which one is the most active? Which one is the most predictable? Which one is going to make us the most amount of money? Right now, SXTP is where I believe the mob is at. When I say the mob, I'm referring to the majority of buyers. SXTP, as I'm seeing, is the best play as of now because it's moving, it has a lot of action at the level 2, and it's running up towards the high of the day. Let's see IOTR. Would you guys say IOTR is the best play right now? Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, IOTR, this one's cracking this wedge. This one, is it worth being aware of? Yes, but at the same time, IOTR doesn't have any news today. IOTR was a stock that had a press release 2 days ago, not today, so it's not really my favorite. What about HCTI? HCTI spiked on up, definitely a crazy spiker, came back on down. Where did it fall at? Did this stock get up towards 200-day moving average of 140? No, it got rejected at $1. So that one's starting to fade and fall. It's spiked up to $1, fading and falling. So we do have IOTR, a little bit of a fade and fall. Let's get rid of this though. IOTR, here's your new support line. Here's your new channel. If you guys want to take a picture of this, this is again a great way to set up your chart. Where do you think dip buy support is? 640. Where do you think top resistance is? 910. So I'm just going to make this very simple for every single trader here, as I always try to do. Remember, top resistance here, here, here. Top resistance. Bottom support here, 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 here. Bottom support. You can watch for dip buys on bottoms. You can look for reversals at tops. Right now, IOTR is inside of its channel. Keep going down the list. HCTI. HCTI does have support. We're at right around 64 cents. 64 cents right here, as you guys can clearly see, is where you guys do have a red candle. Whenever you have green candle, green candle, green candle, green candle, red candle, green candle, green candle, green candle, green candle, usually where you have the hiccup, where you have that little trouble, that's going to be where the dip buys at. When you have that little hiccup, that usually holds up as the dip. That usually holds up as the bounce. That usually holds up as the new area that you could go ahead and look for, again, an opportunity on that dip buy and start moving itself back on up. So you guys could see that dip buy is now leading towards, again, buying volume moving on in. And this is where we are starting to see that bounce, where we're seeing, again, that reversal right there. So that's very nice to be able to see. That's very nice to be able to check out. And I know, again, at this time, let's go back over to SXTP. So let's think about this now. SXTP is by far the best play as of now. How would we chart this? Well, the best way to chart this is by understanding a few things. Number one, I see a beautiful uptrend. SXTP, here is the main uptrend on the day. SXTP. Now, not only do I see bottom support, but I also see SXTP with top resistance. Would you guys not say at this time that SXTP is a play that we can be looking at both sides, both on the upside and both on the downside? And what I mean by this is just go ahead and try to, just take a look here. Let me take a little bit of a screenshot over on this one, and we can get a great gauge on where reversals are happening. Where do we want to short this play? I would short this one at the red line. I would short this at the red line. I would short this at the red line. And obviously we spiked a little bit higher, but we did come on to the red line and start dropping back on down. Where do I want to look for a dip buy potentially? I would say, again, dip buy right here. I would say dip buy right here. I would say dip buy right here. I would say dip buy right here. And of course, where would be that next possible dip? Dip buy would be right there. So again, that's the next dip. Short is up high right here. What you guys want to be looking for is avoiding that middle area. Try to avoid buying at like 575. But that's where, again, I want to be focusing on with my trades. So right here, team, does that make sense for everyone? Is everyone here saying, okay, hey, I get what you're looking at. I understand what you're saying. I understand your trades. If you want to, again, even go a little bit, you could put another little trend line, probably with a bounce play right around $5. But let me, again, I just want to post every single one of these charts for you guys here, just so every single person has these charts. SXTP, there's a great chart. HCTI, there's a great chart. IOTR, there's a great chart. So I'm just going to post that around right here. Now, there are, again, multiple plays that I like, but I just want to be able to post every single one because I do want you guys to thrive. I do want you guys to be successful. So I'm posting this over on X right here. I also know sometimes when I post these charts, sometimes Fox Runner posts them as well. And it's just, again, it all comes on down to trying to make you the best trader you can be. Now, we also do have, let's think about this here, traders. We do have the best press release of today. What is the best press release today, as you guys know? CORT. CORT is the stock today that I already made $1,000 off that dip buy. We got in next to the bottom. The stock bounced its way back on up. We were able to make $1,000 this morning. It was fantastic. It was incredible. CORT is the best press release. And I would say you have to watch this one. But unfortunately, it doesn't have like the hype anymore because it already gave so much back. Another play, again, we would say definitely keep your eyes peeled on, is ROLR. Remember, this was a previous top supernova play. It did close its offering today. I would say just keep this one on high watch and high alert in case we start getting some momentum. Now, also a little side note, it's almost 9 o'clock. Let's see if we get something else to steal the show here. Let's see if we get another hot press release. Let's see if we get another hot runner. Let's see if we can add one more to our list today. So let's do it here, traders. Let's add one more to our list today. Can you explain why you drew the SXTP going through some candles opposed to the top of the bottoms? This is more just the overall like common sense to me. I don't, and again, it takes some practice, it takes some time, but I don't try to hit every upper shadow, every single move, every bottom. It's just impossible. For me, I just try to get the general barrier. The general barrier. We usually always have a couple overextended shadows. Like the thing is though, if I again connect it like this, like that just won't hold up most likely good. Like it's just better to just do the overall, like what's the general idea? That's the common sense general idea, and then base your shortings around that. Right? So that's kind of more how you want to think about it. It doesn't always have to be perfect. It's what makes sense. What's the general sense? Like what is going to be easy for everyone to follow? Right here, traders. Let's see if we got anything at 9 o'clock. Creative agency opens offices. Quad in Mexico City. No. No big keywords at 9 o'clock, guys. No big keywords at 9 o'clock just yet. Nothing that's like super highlighted. But Reese, does that make sense? Again, you don't got to nail every bottom, every top. It's more just going through it. If you go through it and just the normal general consensus, that'll make things a lot easier. Right now, traders, I don't think there's anything at 9 o'clock just yet. I don't think there's anything at 9 o'clock at this moment. I don't think there's anything at this time at 9 o'clock.
So, yeah, so far, so...
I just, all I'm looking for is, maybe that next ripping and running and spiking and climbing here. CMCT starting to get a little spike. CMCT, guys, a little bit of a spike over here. Thank you for the heads on up. CMCT... target would be up towards around that 630 mark. $5 will hold up as resistance, little heads on up. But 630 would be better. Let's just see if there's any shares to short on this one in case it does spike. CMCT starting to get a little bit of hype right now. 2,000 shares. Inquire all 2,000 shares. Locate lowest, click cancel. That would cost me 19 bucks. 19 bucks, that's fine. I would accept that $19, get that all good. And in case this one starts squeezing on up towards around that 640 mark, we definitely want to take advantage of it. Now, the thing is here, traders, I don't know if we're going to even break $5. But if we do break $5, let me be ready to rock and roll. I'm going to have an entry at around 560. I'll put an entry up towards around 580. I'll put an entry up towards around, again, like, 609. And I'll put an entry up towards around that 620 mark, just in case that does spike. Basically spreading out orders from, again, $5 or 580 all the way up towards, 620. I don't think we're going to get all the way up to the 200-day moving average. I might be wrong. But I'm going to spread out, 1,000 shares at this moment at a little bit underneath $5, or excuse me, underneath $6, all the way up above $6. I don't think we're even going to get filled. But if we do, at least I feel confident. So we got a little hype. So right now, traders, I wanted to go over absolutely everything. Every single move, every single spike, every single climb, every single play for you guys here. Right now, CMCT, absolutely gorgeous, absolutely amazing. Right now, again, no forcing. Staying alert by all means. Right now, CMCT, we'll see if that one can break $5. There's nothing else that's spiking that we're not aware of. SXTP, you can play the trend line that we have. IOTR, again, moving sideways at this moment. CMCT, there's a little bit of the pop on the 2 million in float stock. HCTI, dumping on down. Anything else we need? No, we don't need anything right now. So right here, traders staying smart. You know what I also, again, like, I didn't realize how, and again, maybe you guys didn't realize this either. I didn't realize how big this snowstorm was this upcoming weekend. You know how yesterday I was like kind of talking. I was like, guys, does anyone else feel like we're getting so much snow? I didn't realize the magnitude of the snowstorm that's coming this weekend. Did you guys? So I looked at my weather app. I live in Pennsylvania. We are supposed to be getting, at where I live, we're getting 20 inches. We're almost getting 2 feet of snow in Pennsylvania on Sunday night. Like, now, with that being stated here, traders, what does that mean? If we are getting this much snow, if we are getting this much, definitely you can take advantage of it. How do you take advantage of snowstorms? Guys, maybe look to buy Home Depot. Look to be able to buy, like, whenever a hurricane hits, Home Depot spikes. Lowe's spikes. Lumber Liquidators spikes. Why do those places spike? Because people have to buy wood. People have to repair things. Now, I don't want to fearmonger in any sort of way. But again, I do want you guys to just check this out real quick. This was a little bit crazy, a little bit wild.
Talk about the storm that's coming this weekend because I didn't want to freak people out. And a lot of these forecasts never pan out, but this one is panning out, it looks like. Yeah, everyone's in agreement now that the crazy forecast is actually happening. This is going to be one of those storms you probably remember for much of your life. Basically, more than the eastern half of the United States is going to be below freezing. Most of that below zero. They're calling for, foot and a half of snow all through here, all the way to the mid-Atlantic, and 3 inches of ice in this pink band right here. 3 inches of ice is unbelievably catastrophic. That is worse than what Texas experienced in 2021. There's going to be loss of life. Anywhere there's 3 inches of ice, there's no power. There's not going to be a power line that's not on the ground when there's 3 inches of ice. And emergency services aren't going to be able to reach you because there's 3 inches of ice on the road. That's what's going to happen if this forecast is correct. The grid's going to fail. Refineries are going to shut down. Water systems are going to shut down. Could knock out a couple of LNG terminals if it goes far enough south on the Gulf Coast. This is going to be a disaster if this forecast...
All right, I don't know how much of this is like fear mongering or if it's like legit. Now, again, when I'm talking about legit, I mean like, am I going to wake up on Monday morning and there is going to be 2 feet of snow outside? Am I going to wake up on Monday morning and there's going to be 3 inches of ice in the Carolinas? Am I going to wake up on Monday morning and there's going to be 0 power for the next week straight? That's like, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I really have no idea. But what I will say is that when things like this happen, and I don't know if it is, again, I'm not a meteorologist, okay? I'm an American. Now, with that being stated here, traders, the stock market might fall a little bit on Monday or Tuesday. Because again, whenever we have these kind of natural disasters, yes, the stock market does drop. But we also do see Lumber Liquidators move on up. We see Home Depot move on up. We see Lowe's move on up. When we see plays like that, things that have to do with reconstruction and, kind of rebuilding, make sure you guys are set. Also, a little side note, if you guys do live in those areas, please, 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 even if it is nothing, go ahead and prep, right? Go get some water. Go, whatever you guys got to do. Don't take my advice. I was going to say, like, go buy some water and some, like, graham crackers. Like, go get the right things. Get some gasoline. Get a generator. Things that you know are probably going to be very, very, very helpful to you and your family. Little side note. Guys, CMCT starting to squeeze on up. Guys, CMCT, I just got filled. CMCT just got my first entry filled. CMCT just got a little bit of squeeze. Just got my first entry filled over on this play. So CMCT, guys, just got my first entry, 500 shares, cost basis at 570. Cost basis 570, 500 shares just got filled. So let's see, what would I want out of this trade? If this thing can drop back on down to sub 520, I would take it. Sub 520, get a little bit of a drop, you'll be able to make, $200, $300. So again, we put these entries in on live on the stream saying, hey, if it gets this high, I'll do it. If I don't think it's going to get this high though, So there's a nice little drop, guys. $250. Let's take a $200 profit. All right, guys, just made $210. So remember, I put those entries in really up high and just got filled on those. And again, we just able to make some money. So I got filled at 560. I got filled at 580. That gave me a cost base of 570. I just got out at 528. just made a free $210. Sometimes that's what I like to do. Just put entries up super high. And if for some reason the stock ever squeezes, the stock actually went crazy, the stock ever goes up higher and higher and higher, you know, we're getting filled so high, the odds are we are going to win. Right? The odds are we are going to win. So nice little trade right there. Guys, $1,200 in profit. $1,200 in profit there. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be great. So, I just want to make sure we are all set here, ready to rock and roll, ready to go, ready to get after it. And we're looking forward to it. So we are seeing what we get. Now, again, really quickly, guys, kind of just going back to that, other little talk that we just had. Again, as I said, prepare this weekend. And obviously, I want there to be power on Monday. I want there to be power on Monday. I want to be trading on Monday. Again, we will play it by ear. If for some reason, just a little heads on up, I am not on the live stream on Monday, just a little heads on up. It's just, please think it's because I live in the Northeast. And again, I probably got absolutely whomped with a blizzard. All right. So just wanted to throw that out there for just in case, worst case scenario, I do not have power on Monday and I am not live streaming on Monday. That is the only reason. Okay. So I doubt that will be an issue, but if it is an issue, I just want to kind of throw that out there at this moment. I want to live stream every single day. I want to be here every day as I always am. But if there is a once in a lifetime blizzard that we're about to get hit with, please just, be a little understanding of that. SXTP. Deck, I was thinking about moving to Pennsylvania. Do you like it there? I will say I absolutely love Pennsylvania. I don't think I will ever move from Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania might be the greatest state ever. Now, the reason why is because, again, you get every single season. I'm a person that I do get bored after a while. I like how, again, I get winter for 3 months, and then it's spring for 3 months, and then it's summer for 3 to 4 months, and then it's fall for 3 to 4 months. It's like it's constantly switching. The weather's, again, always fun. You get tired of one thing, you throw in hoodies the next thing. You get, again, different. The weather's great. The leaves are great. The only bad time of Pennsylvania is literally right now, January, February. January, February, snowbird to Florida. Get the heck out of here. My goal when I'm older is Florida from New Year's Eve to April 1st. That's what I want when I'm older. New Year's Eve to April 1st. Get the heck out of Pennsylvania. From April 1st to December 31st, I love it. I can go to New York City. I live an hour from New York. I can go to Philadelphia. I live an hour from Philadelphia. I could be able to, again, be in the country. I could be able to, again, do whatever I want. But I will say January to February, it's cold, it's dark, it's not that great. Those 2 months stink. 9-10 months out of the year, fantastic. Guys, here comes again CMCT. Big dump. Guys, big dump. Big drop there. Natural gas prices could surge this weekend as well. Absolutely. Mr. Anna Kapoor. Thanks for the call out. I just made $3,300 over on CMCT. Hey. Mr. Anakin Poor just made $3,300 over on the alert from CMCT. Hey, absolutely awesome. Enjoy those profits. Any moment now that donation's going to come in for that alert. Any second now. Any moment that donation will come through for that alert. No! Mr. Anakin Poor with the $5 frickin' donation. Let's go. Mr. Anakin Poor, I'm only kidding around. What's your Venmo? I'm going to send that back to you. Okay? Drop me your Venmo in chat. Right now, I'm going to send that back to you. I'm only joking around. You don't have to send me any money. Okay? I'm already up $1,000 as well. Email me, send me your Venmo, or you can type it in chat and hopefully everyone sends you money. Type out your Venmo right now in chat. I will send you your $5 back. I'm only kidding around. And again, hopefully everyone else can send you $5 as well. Maybe you'll get rich today. But then again, after I send you your $5 back, if you want to re-send me the $5, then I'm not sending it to you back. Okay? Put your Venmo in the chat, Mr. Anakin Poor. I'm sending you your $5 back, and then you can do whatever you want after that. Okay? But again, I love you, and I appreciate the support. SXTP. Trying to get a little bit of hype. Says, no deck, I don't want the money back. This is your Olive Garden money. I'll take it. That's a good, guys, that's a good idea. Last week, I had an absolutely awesome week of trading. I went, it was like 1 o'clock. I went to Olive Garden. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Me and Vanessa, the waitress, she just takes care of me. I walk in, she calls me by my last name. Hey, Mr. Deckmar, how you doing today? I say, Vanessa, I'm doing fantastic. Can I sit in my usual booth? She said, of course, we reserved it. Nobody's there. Of course you reserved it for me. No one's there. But I like to feel a little bit of high class. I sat down and I say, do you guys still have the unlimited soup and breadsticks, or the salad and breadsticks? They say, for you, of course we do. Oh my goodness, I'm treated like royalty there. I again sit down. I say, Vanessa, do you mind if you bring another chicken and gnocchi soup? She said, sure. Why not? It'll be right on out. Comes out steaming. I had myself a big Parmesan. Again, a family, like a family that just finished soccer practice, sat down next to me. I said, Vanessa, do you mind if you move them to a table? I don't want their peasantry by me. She said, no problem. They again wiped off a different table, brought him over there. Ah! I think Olive Garden stock is going to be stepping up in 2026. Dr. Farm, does Cobra include free Foxrunner news scanner? Yes, if you sign up with an account with them right now and use my code, you will get free Foxrunner and free trade ideas. So just a little heads on up. If you guys want free Foxrunner and free trade ideas, and you guys use this link to sign up, you will get 50% off for life. You guys will get, again, 2 free months of software, 2 free months of trade ideas, 2 free months of Foxrunner. So again, Cobra is the best. Again, I don't want to just keep talking about them, but they are the best. You guys can obviously already put your names on the waiting list, but if you open up an account with them, you will get all of those details as well. Jose, I've made a lot of money since watching your show. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And again, you guys deserve that money. You guys deserve it in every single way. You guys absolutely deserve it. You guys earn it. We got SPCB win a contract. SPCB 915. Nope. No news on this one just yet. Let's see what starts this day on off. Let's see what opens on up. Let's see again what starts getting the hype. Let's see what starts getting the momentum. Let's see what plays start getting a little crazy here, you know? I want to see what we have. I want to see the crazy ones. I want to see the wild moves. IOTR, I appreciate everyone joining in on today, as I always do. You guys are fantastic and lovely in every single way. Do you guys like being called that, lovely? You guys are lovely in every way today. Hey, thanks. I appreciate you. Hey, thanks for calling me lovely, Deck. No worries. You guys are lovely. SXTP. Still holding this nice little uptrend at this moment. Still the most active play here today. Let's head on over to CNBC.com real quick. Just make sure we're not missing anything. We're pretty set on this day. We've gone over everything from tip to toe. Trump's latest tariffs U-turn is sparking a global market rally. Taco trade. I like tacos. Jamin Dimian issues rare CEO criticism of Trump's immigration. Top 5 takeaways from Trump's interview with CNBC. No one's going to believe him. Trump deal. Tariff tension. Trump, Trump, tariff, Trump, tariff, Trump, Trump, tariff, Trump, tariff, Trump, Trump, tariff, Trump, tariff, Trump. Dow future rises 200 points as stocks rebound for the second day after Trump calls off Greenland. Okay, I get it. I feel like CNBC is just low on articles to write right now. They're like, okay, everyone. They're in the boardroom right now trying to come up with their articles. They're like, okay, everyone. Does everyone have their article? What are you writing about, Johnny? I'm going to write about Trump's tariffs. Awesome. Hey, what are you going to write about, Susan? I was going to write about the tariffs that Trump wrote. Awesome. What are you going to write about, Marty? Marty, I was going to write about the European tariffs on Trump. And again, those. Okay, incredible. Fuck. SXTP, IOTR, CMCT. We're just waiting for a little bit more buying volume. Let's get ready to go. Let's get ready to rock and roll here today. Let's get ourselves all jacked on up. Oh! Jose Mercado! You are awesome. I've made a lot of money since I've listened to your show with a $30 donation. Shout out to Jose with a $30 donation. I absolutely appreciate you. Thank you so much. A $30 donation. That's a big one. This is for you. This is for you. All right, here, traders. Let's see what we have here. Thank you so much. Hey, Deck, I'm not Spanish. Well, that's awkward. I'm gonna try something else then.
Du hast mich. Du hast mich.
I just type in German music. Is anyone from Germany? Is this what you guys listen to? Okay, we're going to start this day fresh, guys. We're going to start this day fresh. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Oh, man. Here we go. Jose, thank you for the $30 donation. How about we just start there? Thank you for the $30 donation. All right, let's get back to square one. Let's get back to square one here, please. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is incredible today. This is incredible. Dak, how do I get on the Cobra waiting list? Right here, buddy. Cobra waiting list. Click this join early access list. First 500 people that sign on up will be getting, first 500 people will get Cobra under the PDT rule. Man, oh man, today has been incredible. Johnny, any trades yet today? Johnny, yes. If you are, again, showing up a little bit late today, no worries whatsoever. We have traded twice already today, and we have made $1,275 today. So, yes, we are already made some trades. We are already, again, put ourselves out there. We have already locked in some big money. We are already above the average. We have traded with everything live on stream, showing entries, exits, P&Ls. We have done it all. I have gotten partially naked. We have, again, played Spanish, Germany music. We have, again, gone over every single play. We have seen the best... It's been guys, to be honest with you, I'm a little tired. It's an action-packed day, and the day hasn't even started yet. So, I mean, it's been crazy. As you guys know, I start the live stream every morning at right around 7 a.m. Eastern time. I usually jump on the mic right around 7:30. All right, so let's switch out our scanners and let's just basically do this together. Let's find what is going to be the most active play of today. What is going to be the hottest play of today? What is going to be the stock that, again, the majority of traders are going to be focusing on looking at playing? Wake up here, baby. Wake up. We got 3 minutes until the market opens on up. 3 minutes until the market opens on up, baby. Here we go, getting ourselves jacked on up, getting ourselves excited, seeing, of course, what we have on this day. Shout out to Is Cali and Friends for the $9.99 donation, saying, I am your #1 fan. Izzy Cali Friends with a $9.99 donation, saying, again, #1 fan. I appreciate that. You know what I'm going to do for you this weekend? I'm going to take this $9.99. I'm going to go to the sketchiest tattoo parlor I know and get your username tattooed on my butt. How about I start doing that? Every person that donates, I take that money and I get I get a tattoo of you starting on my left thigh, and I work it up my body. You know how, again, sometimes you go on live and it's like, everyone who clicks the like button, I write your name on a wall. What if I tattoo you all to my body? I'm sure my wife would love that. Who the heck is calling Friends? Oh, it was a $9.99 donation. I had to do it. Some people, some streamers out there aren't as committed as I am. I'm committed to you. I'm committed to put you on my body for life. Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, that's kind of a bad idea. There's a lot of repercussions now that I'm thinking about it. Let's go back to the Sharpies on the wall. The Sharpies on the wall sound like a better start. Sean, can I get a... Oh, man. La China Factucanadas. I'm a Mexican American. Man, I'm so bad with Spanish. I wish I was better. La Chona Veteconanas de Tijuana is a Mexican American. I got to work on it. I only want to say things I'm good at saying. All right, guys, let's get ourselves excited. Let's get ourselves going. Come on! I appreciate ya. Is Colin I friends? Is Colin I friends? I appreciate you, buddy. Deck, do you like CMCT for the open to spike up towards around 640? I don't think it's going to get there. You know, it's going to get halted before it spikes up to 640 regardless. So CMCT is going to be a little weaker. All right, guys, let's see what spikes. Let's see if something can get halted. Let's try to push ourselves up to about $1,500 in profit. Deck, what do you think about PAVM today? PAVM gave two back too much. I would say it's most likely going to slowly fade down to $10, and maybe tomorrow we get a small dip buy. Maybe a small dip buy off $10, right? Guys, SXTP. SXTP is about to hit the 200-day moving average here. SXTP is where all traders are focused on. Now, little heads on up. Play the trend line. SXTP's next resistance line is 710. Now, I believe I don't have shares. Do I have shares available to short on SXTP? I think they were all too expensive, so I never located it. Let me just see real quick. I'm just going to do a little test trial. 250 shares and just put it all the way up towards like 750 real quick. I just want to see. I don't think I have shares. No, I don't. Okay. Because they were too expensive. Inquire. Let's just see how much they are right now. 2,000 shares, SXTP, locate lowest. Yep, guys, still too expensive. I am not shorting SXTP. $790 to locate 2,000 shares. Just too expensive. So SXTP still just too expensive to locate shares. If we want to look for a dip buy or bounce, you play the purple line. As you get up near around 710, there's going to be strong resistance. Do not buy this play probably above $6. If you buy this play above $6, you have a chance that this could reverse all the way back down towards around 575. I do like IOTR, CMCT, HCTI, PSQH. Right now here, traders, SXTP is where the action's at. I am not looking to short. They're just too expensive right now. Maybe they're going to get easier and cheaper. I would like them to be less than $100 for me to enter them. Yeah, no, okay, guys, they're going up in price. $900 now. $900 now. So again, no shorts over on SXTP for me. I'm still sitting down, and now the stock is going insane. Guys, it is getting a short squeeze. I am not buying right now. I am not buying. I cannot make that any clearer. I am not buying this. I'm not jumping in on this play. I am not holding the stock. So I would say, where would you look for a dip? I would look for a dip back on down towards where other people would not look for dips. Well, Sean, what if the stock keeps on spiking? If it keeps on spiking, again, we can wait for a dip buy to happen. I am not chasing a top. So I would say if I want to get filled on this play, I'm looking all the way back down towards like $6. So I even though that might not happen, it might not happen. But you know what? If it does, I'll like it. 610, 614, 601. You know, I'm going 590, 591. Like I'm like where I'm placing entries right now, 90% chance we're not going to get filled. But you know what? If we ever get a big hard red candle, we could be able to nail it. So I'll take it. So traders, that's what I like to do. I'm just, again, not filled on this play. I'm going to just place entries right now. Place entries all above, all right at $6. Okay? If we ever get a big hard red candle, I'm bouncing down low. I will not be. Me personally. Doesn't mean you don't have to. Again, I support you in all the decisions you guys make. But I, again, see that this stock right here going up towards $8, up again 280%. I am not going to chase the top. That is me. Doesn't have to be you. You could say, hey, I'm going to jump in and look for a quick $8 break. I'll take my profits then. Then go for it. But I do not want to I don't want to be in on this play if all of a sudden we get a massive dump and everyone ends up losing. I would rather look for a dip at a bottom, not get crushed at the top. Usually I would look for shorts, but even at this time, guys, they're just too pricey. All eyes are on SXTP, though. All eyes are on SXTP to kick off this day. Tom V, is Cobra lowering their minimum? Yep, as I said, they're going to be lowering it all the way down to $5,000. So again, that's why it's so important to put your name on that waiting list. So add your name to that waiting list if you guys have not yet. Because again, they are taking the first 500 people that sign up to the waiting list. First 500 people that sign up to the waiting list is going to be able to get a PDT rule free account. You guys can trade as much as you want the moment the PDT rule drops. But they're only taking 500 people with, again, $5,000 or so. So again, make sure you guys take advantage of that. Right now here, team SXTP, I'm waiting for my dump. Not chasing this one. I have no emotion. I have no FOMO towards this in any way. I'm up $1,200. I have no reason to force a trade right now and buy at the very tippity top. GLSI, no. IOTR, let's see what else is going on. Let's just go back to like a 3-minute time frame real quick, get a little better overview of an entire play. HCTI starting to fade and fall. CMCT, no. VRME, PSQH, NITO, CUE. SXTP still looking good. Guys, SXTP still is looking strong. Still holding, still being solid. What would you guys say right now is trying to form? Very early stages of a bull flag pattern. Bull flag pattern. You have a nice spike, and then you start building higher lows. Bull flag pattern is starting to form. If you guys do not know what that is, head on over, type in bull flag pattern, and you guys will be able to see this over on Google. Makes it very simple, very easy. Bull flag pattern is when you essentially have this. You are going to be seeing a stock spike on up. It consolidates on a small downtrend, and then you explode forward. Okay? So it's basically you spike, you have a nice little wedge form, and then you explode up. So I just want to make sure everyone's got this right here. You spike, you have again the small little wedge form, and then you explode on up. So the most important thing is to keep building higher lows here. Can we keep, again, like holding inside this little flag? Here's the pole, here's the flag. You want to hold inside the flag, and that'll lead towards the next big rip and run. Remember, I'm just floating right now with entries down to $6. If they happen, I'm taking them. If they don't happen, no harm, no foul. So I do see that little flag right there, guys. If this ever cracks $6 in a hard manner, like let's say again, what I would want is all of a sudden it's $7 to $6.20, $7 to $6, $7 to $5.90, and everyone's like freaking out, and then we bounce back up to like $6.30. That's what I would want. You know? So right now the flag is starting to crack, guys. Flag is starting to crack. We'll see if it's going to be able to hold in any sort of way. If it can't hold, we might go all the way back down to $6. And again, as I said a million times, I just don't feel comfortable buying a play up nearly 300%. Like, that's just me. That's just my style. Right? That's my style. Oh, baby. Mi casa su casa. Mi casa su casa. How's the S&P 500 doing at this time? S&P 500 still trying to squeeze its way on up here slightly. SXTP right now, we're watching for that big crack. Also, little heads on up here for all traders. If you guys have not yet, make sure, again, if you guys are a small trader and you guys are looking to get funded, make sure you guys head on over towards One Stop Prop right here. And right now, get yourself a brand new account. You guys can get funded instantly. $10,000, $25,000, $50,000, $100,000, or $200,000 left. There are, again, 35 spots left for their 2-year anniversary. Little heads up for you guys. If you guys want to be funded, you guys can go get funded right now. Use the code word 2YEAR for 30% off. I think it's 30% off with code 2YEAR. Make sure you guys go check that on out at this moment. Right now, SXTP still trying to hold. Still, by far the hottest play of the day. By far the hottest stock of the day right now. I know there's definitely one guy right now that is in on SXTP at probably the price of $740, $750. That's just drenched in sweat at this moment. Just wiping it off your head. Just saying, I'm locked in right now, deck. Please just help me get out of here. I'm hoping again. I want it to spike. I want plays, guys. Please don't ever think I don't want plays to dump on anyone. If you're in at $740, $750, $8, you got in at a little bit of a high entry, I hope this thing goes sky high for you. I'm just always trying to teach you to avoid buying at tops. That's what I'm always trying to avoid. But you know what? If we can get lucky and this thing spikes to $8 or higher and spikes up towards $9, don't be greedy then. Take your profits. If you were in the red at, again, 720, and it goes down to 660, 680, and you start freaking out. And right now it's at 740, and you're saying, oh my goodness, I got back into the green. And you feel uncomfortable. Just take your profits then, and then start fresh instead of, again, you constantly losing, going into the green and not taking profits. Right now here, team, SXTP trying to, again, slowly move itself on up and slowly move itself on down here. Late Trader 2-year code does not work. Code should be right here. Oh, 2 years, excuse me. Late Trader code 2 years. So 30% off. Type in the word 2 years. Put an S afterwards. So put an S after it. It should work. Let's try it real quick. $100,000. I want to go. Get funded. Boom. Type in the code word. Coupon 2 years. Already set right here. So it should be already maybe even on for you. Right now here, traders, I just want to see if the SXTP is going to get that nice dump. Remember, my goal of today, try to get myself up towards around $1,500 is the goal. That means that all I need to make is about another 215 bucks. 215 bucks until I get myself up towards about $1,500 on the day. But I'll be honest, anytime I'm up over $1,000, I'm a happy camper. Up above $1,000 is a happy camper. Let's see if shorts have become cheaper yet. Have shorts gotten cheaper over on this play? Because before, they have just been absolutely ridiculous. Here it is. Let's go. SXTP, inquire. 2,000 shares. Okay. Anything $100 and lower, I will accept. Maybe even 120. Locate lowest. Okay, guys, we are going in the opposite direction for shorts. Right now, shorts are in such high demand on SXTP that they're up $1,300. If you want to get 1,000 shares to short on this play, it would cost you 650 bucks. That's very expensive. That just is showing either A, there's barely any shorts available, or B, every single person and their mother is shorting SXTP at this moment. So SXTP is high in demand on shorts at this moment. Right now, we are doing everything we possibly can to be able to absolutely crush it. Keep making this money. Keep making these profits. Keep getting after it here. Is there any other play that's kind of stealing any sort of hype from SXTP? Right now, IOTR is not stealing any sort of hype. CMCT is not stealing any sort of hype. HCTI is not stealing any sort of hype. ROLR is not stealing any sort of hype. PSQH, not stealing any sort of hype. CUE, no. So I don't believe, and again, if I am wrong, we are a team, correct me. I don't believe I see anything that is like running up towards highs right now. I don't see anything that has a crazy amount of buying volume. I don't see anything that is stealing the show. Maybe CMCT might try to get another pop. But other than that, it is still all eyes, I believe, over on SXTP right now as everyone's looking over on that play. Maybe ROLR could get a little bit of hype. Maybe start stealing a little bit more attention at that time. Going over towards Fox Runner really quick just to make sure. Again, SXTP, that's the number one play. So it's like, we've been fully aware of this the whole time. Number one stock with news, SXTP. Go ahead, right here, SXTP. So SXTP, best play. SXTP, best stock overall. S&P 500 starting to get a small dump. S&P 500 little pullback. Most likely S&P 500 is going to bounce off the 13 EMA, which is at the price of 688. So again, watch for again a pullback towards around 688 before you start getting any green candles or any bouncing. Concrete trader Eric, 0 trades for me. Missed out on a couple plays by a penny. Okay. Hey, you know what? The thing is you had great entries. right? You had great entries. You're waiting, you're watching, you're staying smart, you're doing things the right way. And that's beautiful. SKYX trying to make a little bit of a move. CMCT, you're in at 420. Pretty good entry. Pretty good entry right there. It comes on down. If you're in on CMCT, I just want to kind of throw this out for you. Help you out a little bit. CMCT, what again the majority of traders are going to be focusing on is they're going to be looking at like this. Like it's going to be, your main objective is get above $5. You definitely have some sort of downtrend still. Like get above $5, break through $5, and that's where you can get the hype. If you want to take some sort of profit, take profits in the 480s, 490s. Take profits 480s, 490s. Understand that you do have lower highs. Those lower highs show weakness. Break of $5, you could squeeze through that weakness. Right now, a lot of people are going back over to SXTP. SXTP right now just hit a brand new high. SXTP 825 as the high real quick. We just squeezed on up to 825. Now a pretty strong reversal. Back on down to $7. I still have my entries, little heads on up for dip buys in the low sixes. If this thing turns and reverses, again, I still think I could get filled at like 6 or 590. I really do. And I'm going to keep it. I'm gonna keep it there, guys. I'm keeping my dip buys all the way back down towards that purple line in case that ever happens. I mean, we just squeezed on a massive upper shadow to 825. I'm going to wait for, again, my dip buy opportunities and try to get filled on this play. If this play could ever, again, spike on up, dump on down, get the big reversal, crash back down to $6, $5.90, and then bounce back on up a little bit. Still holding, though. Still holding a bit. GLXG hitting some highs. Not that much volume on GLXG. Hey traders, if you guys are excited about today, again, I only ask for one thing and one thing only. That's, again, smash that thumbs on up, hit that like button, repost this, resubscribe. Make sure you guys are all fired on up. Turn on that notification bell so you guys never miss when I go live, never miss a video I post, never miss any of that. Make sure you guys click the description, all the links from everything from Fox Runner to Trade Ideas to Cobra to One Stop Prop to Tradecaster. Get over there, start signing on up, take advantage of it, guys. I really appreciate every single person that shows so much support and love. I appreciate every single support, all the people that are here every single day. And again, becoming part of my family, baby. I love you. We do have right now SXTP going back up to $8. Look how fast this level 2 is going, traders. This level 2 is moving ridiculously fast. SXTP, look how quickly this is moving right now. SXTP, every person is over on this stock. The amount of action, the amount of activity. Now, again, I'm going to just be honest with you. I am not buying the stock as it's at highs. Just take a look at what we have seen the last few times we hit a high. Hit a high of $8, came crashing on down to $6. Came on up to $8.30, crashed back down to $6.70. Just hit $8.60, back on down to $7.90. Buying at the high is like the worst decision you can make. Either look for a dip buy or short it if you want to pay the fee, or wait. Just wait. Like, it's okay to just like miss a play. It's all right. So right here, traders, we are still waiting and still watching, seeing what SXTP is going to be doing for us. Any news on the S&P 500? Now dumping big. Well, again, here's that 688 area. This is where I think you're going to get a bounce play. Again, take a look over on the charts. This is where I think you will get a dip buy and bounce play. 13 EMA is right at 688. I think you're going to go a little underneath 688 and then bounce right back up to 688, and you're probably going to float around that 13 EMA. That's kind of what I'm expecting over on the S&P 500. You're going to float right around the 688 mark. You're going to have some green candles. You're going to have some red candles. You're going to go up. You're going to go down. I would say, again, anything under 688 to me would be a little bit of a dip buy. That's what I would be leaning towards. If you are, again, a trader that's on a prop firm right now, or if you're a trader that's doing option trades, I would say try to go under 688 for call contracts or for entries to get that bounce back above 688. So again, that's where I think this lower shadow is starting to form. That's where I think, again, if you get at 687.60, 687.70, you're getting a little bounce play. Could work itself back up to 688.60 because you do have that 13 EMA area. Take a look at the green line. Look how many times we go slightly underneath it when you bounce back up. Underneath it, bounce back up. Underneath it, bounce back on up. It's not going to be perfect. It really won't be. But again, it's a great little starting opportunity to be like, all right, hey, we should bounce back on up whenever we get near or slightly under that mark. So SXTP right here, team. Still best play. 2 trades for myself. Nothing I've done since the market has opened. Since the market has opened, I have not pulled the trigger. Since the market has opened, I've not jumped in on any sort of play. Since the market has opened, I'm sitting back at this time. Right now here, traders. All I'm doing is kind of looking around. If anyone does have any questions, comments, concerns, right now is an absolutely great time to be able to ask. We are, of course, still sitting on our hands at this moment. Just a little heads on up, as I always state, traders, anything is fair play from 7 in the morning till about 11 o'clock. Today, I did make my trades at 8:20, and I got out around 8:21. So I was in on this trade for about 20 seconds today. That was the one that made me $1,000. And then I traded again from 9:08 to 9:09. Again, a lot of my trades are a minute, and that's how you can make your cash. The best trade that I made today was CORT. CORT had an incredible press release. Talked about positive phase 3 trials. CORT went from $36 all the way up to $60, then fell back on down. We got a dip buy at around $43, bounced all the way back up to $47. It was pretty crazy. So we had a pretty crazy dip there. I am just honestly shocked on how fast SXTP is moving without going anywhere. SXTP is up 300%, don't get me wrong, but I'm saying there's spurts on this level too where there is hundreds of thousands of shares going through it and it only moves 10 to 20 cents. It's like basically, we're seeing a whole bunch of shuffling without any actually going anywhere. We're not going anywhere at this time. So we still have right here SXTP. Look at this. Hit the red line, little upper shadow drop. Hit the red line, upper shadow drop. Hit the red line, upper shadow drop. If SXTP ever gets shorts available that are cheaper, I will look to short it. So again, 2,000 shares, inquire all. 2,000 shares, locate lowest. Let's see if it's going to be cheaper at this point. So let's see. It's going to be like $1,500. Oh my goodness, I was correct. $1,500 to short. It's just there's either 0 shares available, and these are like we are searching all over the world for shares, or it's just every single trader in the world right now is looking to short SXTP, which could lead towards a giant short squeeze. When we're seeing shorts that are this expensive, this means the shorts that are available, there's only a few available. So you're paying a hefty premium. But that also means if this thing actually breaks 875 and takes on off, there's a possibility that we see a monster short squeeze. Monster short squeeze on this play today. So still staying ready, still alert. CMCT, deck checking on out. Let's see what we got here. CMCT just broke that downtrend. Good alert right there, Sinister. So again, notice that we break that downtrend, start getting some buying volume. Stay above $5. Most important thing, stay above $5. Would you look for any shorts on CMCT? I would say if you get back up towards around 580, you could definitely look for some shorts again. Also, again, please understand though, the best area to short would be the 200-day moving average. 200-day moving average is up towards around the price of 630. So if I could pick one price, it would be like that 630 price. Stay around 630. That would be probably the price I would look to short it at. I still have active dip buys on SXTP. If SXTP ever gets that big dump all the way down to $6, I would still look for a dip buy down here. So I'm still watching for SXTP to keep on cracking. I still have live entries. And again, I'll tell you where my entries are at. My entries at this moment over on SXTP are going to be $6.14, $6.10, $6, $6.03, $5.90, $5.98, $5.80. Basically from $6.15 to $5.80. That's kind of where I want my overall bulk to get filled if we get like a $1.25 crash. Been a fun one so far here, people. It's been a fun day so far. I do want to see if OKLO can get a little buying volume. Like, I would love to see OKLO take on off, just because this is one of my long-term investments, guys. OKLO, I am currently sitting, I think a cost basis right around like $81 is where I have, not $81. I don't know what my cost basis is. I posted it somewhere when I was doing research. It's a pretty good cost basis. But at the same time here, traders, I feel comfortable when OKLO is above $100. When OKLO is above $100, that's where I like it. That's where I feel good. That's where I feel excited. OKLO above $100, that's where, again, I really love to see this play start squeezing, taking on off. And again, 2026, it is so early. So early. What's AMPX doing? AMPX, guys, this is, again, our baby. How many people here are in on AMPX with me as, let's say, your long-term crazy investment? I know, again, I probably started a little fan base on AMPX. And again, I like it still. There is nothing I really dislike about AMPX. And this is why, again, I do have this as a long-term investment. I am in at the price around $12.50 on AMPX. I put in $6,000 on this trade. I have 500 shares on this stock. And AMPX, this is a play that we are ultimately looking for this break and this squeeze coming on up. We do have an awesome chart setup. 13 EMA, 50-day moving average, break of the downtrend. We have, again, buying starting to come on in at this time, and we're going to see if this thing can squeeze and rip and run back up towards around $15. AMPX, it's a higher float stock, has the world's strongest lithium battery. It has won awards, don't have any debt, all profit. I mean, in my eyes, by the end of 2026, I think we should be hitting like $30. Like, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking AMPX could be able to make me like $15,000 to $20,000 by the end of the year. That's kind of where I'm at. That's what I've been thinking. So, this is my year-long investment for 2026. I've also, again, spotted out Rocket Lab. I remember, again, we spotted out Rocket Lab in 2024, guys, when Rocket Lab was under $10. We've also spotted out IONQ. We spotted out IONQ when it was underneath $10. We spotted this one out, IONQ. We talked about SoFi when SoFi was at $6. It's at $26. So now, again, this is kind of where I've been turning towards now. Looking more towards AMPX. This is the one. I'm in at $12.50. Looking to see if that one could be able to run up towards 15, 20, 30, something like that. But $12 has been very strong resistance. I'm just letting every single person know that. The last probably 3 to 4 days, we've hit 12, falls down to 11. Hit 12s, falls down to 1070. Hit 12, fall back down to 1150. Hit 12, back down to 1190. We've been hitting $12 and getting super rejected every day for the last like week straight. But I am still in on that one, still holding that one. Got in October, gonna hold it at least until October. SPHL got halted on the upside. Ooh, okay. Hey, get a little like, get a little volume, get a little bit of hype here. All right, what's going on with SPHL? Traders, SPHL here. How high can this one go up to? First thing we always check, is there any news on SPHL? I don't believe so. SPHL. News. Thursday, 1-15. That's obviously not today. Anyone see any news on SPHL? What I'm seeing more is I think that this is a play that's more of like a dead cat bounce type of stock. Stock went from $2, spiked up to $25. Insane spike, right? Back on the 15th, the stock did have a partnership. We had, again, a great partnership on the 15th. SPHL announces this partnership. The stock went insane. Goes from $2 all the way up to $25. Over the last 2 days, it fell back down to $3. People are saying to themselves, hold on, wait a minute. The stock went from $2 to $25, and now it's back down to $3? Hey, let's go ahead and take advantage of this amazing dip buy. Now it's going from 3 to 6 to 8 to 8.25 and halted. So SPHL, there is a chance that this thing starts squeezing on up a little bit higher. That this thing starts going on up maybe up towards 10 or 11. I feel comfortable shorting at around 10, 11. So let me again go over to my magic box here. SPHL, inquire all, 2,000 shares. SPHL, be cheap, please. 167 bucks. Let's just do 1,000 shares. 1,000 shares, inquire all. 1,000 shares, locate lowest, cancel. Okay, this is better. I'm going to do 1,000 shares. I'm going to take 1,000 shares because I don't even know if I'm going to get filled regardless. And I'm just going to spread out a 1,000 share order entry. Okay? So let's go. Limit orders. 1,000 shares. What? I'm going to go $10 and higher. I'm going to go 1040 shorts. I'm going to go up towards like 1060 short. I'm going to go up towards 1080 short. I'm going to go up towards around 1099 short. So I'm going to spread out all from 10 to 11. I'm going to kind of spread out from $10 to $11 over on SPHL. 250 share increments if that stock starts getting a little bit of hype and action towards it. Got about 1 minute here. SPHL, keeping this one on watch, currently up 44%. SXTP, I still have my live entries on SXTP. What should I do with those guys? You know, those are all the way back on down towards $6 and under. I'm going to cancel those right now. Alert, warning, whatever you guys want to say. I'm going to cancel my SXTP dip buys. We've waited the last 30 minutes for those dip buys to happen. We have not gotten filled. You know what? We can cancel those. So, let's make sure that we're all set. I'm going to turn my attention over here to SPHL for a bit. See what SPHL can do for us. See if this is going to be able to make us a little bit of cash, a little bit of money, a little bit of profit, a little bit of opportunity here. Opens up in 20 seconds. Again, I want to see this thing spike right on up towards like, you know, $10, $11. Definitely could. I mean, the stock ran up to 25 bucks. I don't feel comfortable. Like, to be honest, if I was getting a little crazy, I would look at like 850, 875. There is a chance this opens on up, hits 875 and dumps. I don't want to get filled there. I'm going to kind of play a little bit more like wiser, as in wait for it to go up higher if it does go up higher. Let's see here. And we are live, 870. So we just got up to 877. Now again, 880. Now $9. Now we're halted up towards around 930. Hold on. Almost halted. We got up towards 935. Let's see if this dumps right here. So again, like if you want to get a little risky, it would be short right now. Short right now with that 875 holding up as top resistance. We got some buying volume though still in on this play. Again, I have 0 short entries until $10 or higher. Now we have, again, 985 as the next halt area. Guys, we just hit 985 as the next halt area. The LU on the level 2, you guys can see it right above me. See that LU? That stands for a limit up, where the limit up would be. 985 is the limit up price. So if you hit 985, that's usually where it gets halted. Now, buying volume is still staying strong on this. I actually want to see it go a little bit higher. I want to see the LULD go up towards like 1050, 1080. Hit that price, then dump. So now it's at 1006. See the LULD? Since it's holding up well, you know, there's enough buyers, there's enough sellers. The LU gets kind of pushed back a little bit. So again, I want to see if this thing can get pushed back a little bit more, start spiking on up towards, again, like 1040, 1060, 1080, 1090, and then we get a nice reversal back on down, try to make another $500. I only have 1,000 shares on this play. So there's the 1006 mark now. Let's see if we're going to get halted at 1006. We're up 75%. Guys, we're still live. The LULD is 1028 now. We're still live. 1028. I have not gotten filled yet. Because, again, I'm not getting filled till around 1040, 1060, 1080, 1099. You know, that area. We are still not halted yet. Look at the volume bar. Look at the volume. See all the volume going on through? Lots of volume going on through still on this play. A lot of people are running back over to SPHL. Still not halted. There's a chance this comes back to life when we get filled right away on the short. Oh, nope, we're good. All right, traders. Now what? So now, look what we have. Now, also, let's double check this. I can bet you that, again, SPHL, the shares are going to be more expensive at this point to go ahead and short. Now, why would the shares be more expensive to short at this time? It's because, guess what? They are now, now they're going to be more in demand. As, again, stocks become more popular, as stocks go up higher, shares become more in demand, which means the price increases. So whenever you see a stock like SPHL start squeezing and spiking, go ahead and try to, short, or if you think you're going to do a short squeeze, or excuse me, if you think you're going to do a short entry on this play, locate the shares as early as possible. Locate the shares as, as low as possible, because that's where you're going to be able to save money. Usually, again, I will spend upwards of $100 for shares to short with 1,000 shares, just because, I know I can make 10 cents. That's what it is. $100 is a 10-cent profit. If I short at $11, the stock can go down to $10.90. I would make back my shorting fee. Everything else is profit. But I don't like it when it's $700. Most of the time, my shorts are going to be $1, $1.50, $18, $10, $11. That's okay with me. I'm okay with $10. I'm okay with that. $100 is where I'm like, all right, that's pushing it. And I usually don't go anything above $100 just because it's not worth it for me at that point. All right, so SPHL got a decision to make at this point, guys. Where should we short? Now, obviously, I have my shorting entries. I'm just debating if I should change them or not now. Let me see. Should I change them or should I leave them? Let me see here. Let me see. I think, again, still that. I think I think it's going to be right around like, I don't know, 1150, 1140. Is this thing going to open on up and just crash right away? It definitely has to. The thing is, it has to open up and form a little upper shadow. That's the thing. Like, this way has to open up, form a little upper shadow, and then dump. Again, I'm up right now, $1,285 on the day. I'm up a great profit. I don't need to, again, go crazy and end up losing this all. So it's only 1,000 shares. I'm not doing 2,000. 1,000 is my most shares I'm going to do. I think a good entry would be somewhere right around the high $11, it's 1080, 1090, and then maybe I just put in some super high $11 area just in case. Think about maybe, right? If I get filled only 500 shares, then it's like, okay, how about that? Like, so let me play this safer. Let me play this smarter. Let me put some 10, I'm going to do 1080, 1090, and then some high $11 areas. 1140, then maybe like an 1180. And then if I get filled at 1080, 1090, and it dumps, I have 500 shares. If I get filled at 1080, 1090, and it shoots on up towards 1140, 1160, and then it dumps, okay, I have 1,000 shares. And even if it keeps going on up higher, at least my cost base is a little higher. So I don't want to do 1,000 shares right when this opens on up. I would rather do 1,000 shares and kind of get filled a little bit higher and then look for a reversal. Nope, again, I canceled my SXTP alert. So again, remember, I said SXTP did not get filled, canceling that, not getting filled on that. But if you guys did just get a little dip buy off that one, great work. So if you guys did just get a little dip buy on SXTP, great job, great work. But again, I am not in on that play, as you guys can see. So right now, $1 here, or excuse me, 1 minute. Let's see where this one's going to be heading towards. $40 seconds. SPHL might open up right at 1028, 1029. We'll see what happens again. See if we can make a quick dollar. So again, right now, traders, I've only had 2 trades on the day. Goal, as always, is just try to get ourselves up over $1,000. We've already accomplished that. Now we're trying to get ourselves up near around $1,500 to $2,000 on the day. We got about 20 seconds until the stock opens on up. I'm only doing 1,000 shares, and if I'm wrong, I'm getting out. So that's like something I always like to think about. Like, hey, if you are wrong, get out. But I'm going in with confidence. I'm going in as, hey, let's win on this trade. Let's make this money. So again, we got 5 seconds here. Opens on up, shoots up towards $11, forms that upper shadow, and makes that money. Let's see here. And guys, we are live. We did not even get filled at 1040. So not even a 1040 fill yet. Let's see if we can get a little spike on up. We got up to 1050 there for a second. And we might start reversing from here. If you guys got filled maybe right at that 1050 mark, congrats. If you guys maybe got a little quick entry, take your profits. I did not get filled anything at this time. You guys can see everything's still 0 out of 0. So nothing. Again, I was looking for a little bit higher. 1050 still. Again, we still might get that little break. Again, the next LU, the limit up area, is not until 1096. So there's a chance that we spike all the way back up to 1080, 1090, and then again, we hit that Holt area, maybe drop back down to $10. That's what I would ultimately be looking for here. If we start crashing back on down towards like 860, though, it's going to be probably done with. So if we start going underneath $9, which we look like we're close to doing, we might be done with here. But here comes that little drop over on SPHL, and we're getting halted on the downside. All right, traders, canceling my orders. Canceling my orders here. Stock went on a spike. Stock's going on a dump. And this is where, again, the reversal is now starting to happen. SXTP, IOTR. Guys, CMCT is getting a little bit of potential. Let's just keep that on the back burner. DRCT, a little bit of ripping and running. All right, hey. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I am pretty good on the day. No reason for me to force. No reason for me to put myself in on any sort of move. No reason for me to, again, jump in on anything right now. Making, again, $1,285 on the day. That's all I need right there. That is an absolutely fantastic day of success. An absolutely fantastic day of exceeding expectations. A great day where I know so many people have been able to make some money. Since the market opened, it has been a little slower. We haven't seen as much since the market opened on up. But you know what? Energy staying high. Enthusiasm staying high, right? I will trade live in real time in front of you every single day. I will make sure and do the best job I can to see you guys thrive, to see you guys be successful, to see you guys make money. So make sure that you guys are all ready to rock and roll. As I've stated again, I just want to enforce this a few times. There is only about 200 spots left at this point. If you guys are underneath the PDT rule, you have $5,000. Add again your name to the watch list. Cobra is accepting 500 accounts that are under a PDT rule that are going to be able to have access to no PDT rule whatsoever once they get rid of it. So again, 500 accounts over on a premium broker. Add your name now. They will email you if you're within the top 500. And you guys will be able to have access to a no PDT rule whatsoever. Add your email. Make sure you guys are all set. Once the PDT rule drops, you guys will be able to use the same exact broker I'm using. So again, that's so important, so fantastic. Other than that, though, traders, what a day it's been. What an absolutely incredible day. I am not forcing anything else. Walk away a winner. Take my gains. Take my profits. And if you guys need anything at all, please let me know. Hey. Prep for that big snowstorm. We still got one more day tomorrow. We got our Friday coming on up. Let's finish off with some bang. We are now crossing $10,000 for 2026. Yes, guys, we have now crossed $10,000 in 2026 with every trade live, every P&L shown, everything in real time. I love you all. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Help me wrap it on up here, baby. In 3, 2, 1. Ah! Woo-hoo! Drop some love in the chat. Drop a GIF. Everyone, let's get fired up. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
You're just a chance I take to keep on dreaming. You're just another day that keeps me breathing. Baby, I'm afraid that it's been short. Baby, hold something higher, where with me some more.
One fight is one who needs a
Silent love calling faith to shadow me through your hallways. New echoes you can feel and rehearse the way you heal.
Make them dance just like you, 'cause you make me move.